Hello everyone, good evening. I hope you all are fine. So we are meeting after 10 days. Last class was on 19th and today is 29th. So after a gap of 10 days, right, we have covered a lot of topics in the previous classes. Right, let me give you a small kind of a review of that. Last class we have covered biodiversity conservation, and there we have discussed about national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves. Then I have also discussed about concept related to community reserve, conservation reserve. Right, we have covered in the last class. Right, I hope you all are following the classes, and again I hope that you guys are reading environment. I know this is a 2022 batch, but many of you may be just laid back. अभी environment पढ़ने की क्या जरूरत है, देखेंगे बाद में देखेंगे. बाद कभी नहीं आता है, right? The later part doesn't come always. So I hope that whatever topics I am covering in the classroom, you are at least taking effort from your side to read it once, right? Vision IS has already provided you study material on environment. So I hope so whatever I am teaching on whiteboard, right, you are able to follow that, right? So let me see how many people have joined so that we can start with the class. Okay, I think most of you have joined. I can start with the topic of the class. So let's begin with the topic then. Whatever I have discussed last class, I'll continue from there. So last class we have already gone through national park, sanctuary, biosphere reserve. This part I have already covered in the classroom. Now you will be getting a separate classes on mapping part, national parks, sanctuaries and all this one. You will have a separate mapping class before the prelims exam. So I'm not covering the mapping right now because you will be getting separate mapping class before the prelims exam. Let me write there. In Vision IS, since your geography classes are also continuing with the environment class, so you'll be getting this one. We have a separate mapping class. All right. So you'll be getting a separate class on mapping where the faculty will take you through the map about different types of national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserve, Ramsar sites. All those important national parks, sanctuaries will be covered in your mapping class. All right. So here in the environment class, I have given you the concepts related to national parks, sanctuaries and all. But you are going to cover all the detailed mapping part before the pre-exam. All right. But just would like to add here, like when you are doing the mapping class, what you need to do is that in the mapping part, you have to relate with certain important areas, right? You have to relate with certain important areas, like for example, right? You have to, when you do the mapping part, right? When you are having a mapping classes there, in the mapping class, you have to always connect from geographical point of view. You have to relate with geographical aspect. So you have to you have to know the geography of that area. Like for example, let's say Corbett National Park, Jim Corbett National Park. So Jim Corbett National Park, Ramnagar in Uttarakhand, right? So the location part, the what type of climate is there, right? Is it a, and you know that is a tiger reserve also there under Project Tiger. So you have to connect with those kind of areas. Like what type of forest is found there, what type of habitat is there, what geographical location, right? You have to get all such information in context of that particular national park or sanctuaries, right? So though you will be getting a separate mapping classes before the pre-exam, but just I am giving an idea there that whenever you are reading this protected area network, the protected area network in terms of national parks, wildlife sanctuary or bird sanctuary or biosphere reserve, right? Any such, or tiger reserve, elephant reserve. NP is a national park, WLS is wildlife sanctuary, BS is bird sanctuary, BR is the biosphere reserve, TR is a tiger reserve, ER is elephant reserve, right? So whenever you are reading about that, so one aspect is that what comes here, current aspect. When you read newspaper, magazine or any kind of area, if any national park or sanctuary, right, is a part of the current affairs, then it becomes important, right? If you see something from the current aspect, that becomes very important, right? At the same time, you have to connect from here, all these areas, you have to link with geography. The geographical aspects, you have to connect with that. What type of forest is there, climatic conditions and all. Then you have to connect with the flora and fauna, what type of plants, what type of animals you come across. Then you have to see from IUCN Red Data Book, what we have covered in the previous class, that from the Red Data Book, is there any threatened species found there in such area? Let's say pygmy hog. Pygmy hog found in the Manas Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam, right? Hulok gibbon, I have mentioned that. So what type of species you come across in that national park or sanctuary? Let's say Asiatic lion, the Asiatic lion in Gir forest. So in terms of the Gir forest, semi-arid area and the Asiatic lion, right? So you have to know from the biodiversity perspective. Sometimes there may be a part of river flowing through the national park, right? A river, sometimes the river or mountains or hill, that geographical aspect can be interconnected with the biodiversity part of it. Sometimes maybe their local tribe, right? Information with respect to local indigenous, right? Indigenous tribes or community, right? Found in such kind of area. Like for example, you know that Agastya Mala Biosphere Reserve in part of Kerala and Tamil Nadu is a home of Kani tribe, Kanikaran. So any such areas you have to connect. When the question will be there, questions will be related to all such aspect on that. And particularly in the prelims exam. In the prelims exam, you have a question which will be based on such kind of research. Right, in the prelims exam, they will be based on such areas will be asked in the exam. So you have to connect from that perspective. Right, you have to connect from that perspective in solving the questions in the examination. All right. So let us just take few example. Let me go through few examples, and then I'll get back to your doubts and anything there. So let us now look at few examples here. I'm just taking few examples for you to make you aware there. Just take few examples like this one. These maps I have already given to you in the previous classroom number 7. You have already given these maps. You can download from there. Now see here how the mapping is done there. When you look into the mapping part, let's say for example, here I have given Salim Ali, right? That is in terms of Kashmir there. So location part, you have to know from the location there, right? And it's famous because it's named after Dr. Salim Ali, right? Named after Dr. Salim Ali, which is a famous bird scientist of India. Right? So there is a bird sanctuary named after Dr. Salim Ali in Kashmir. Now Hemis. Hemis is the part of Leh, Ladakh. Hemis is the part of Leh and Ladakh there. Is a part of Leh, Ladakh. Right? Is a part of Leh, Ladakh. Hemis National Park. Then Hemis National Park from Ladakh is also famous for snow leopard. If the species part of it, you'll find snow leopard. Then there is a black-necked crane. It's a very unique migratory bird which is found in the Ladakh region there. So you have to connect from that part. Like for example, this one, Great Himalayan National Park. That is in Manali, the Kullu in Himachal Pradesh. Right, this is a Great Himalayan National Park, and it is a World Heritage Site. UNESCO has declared as a World Heritage Site. So you have to connect such kind of information there, and it's a high altitude area, right? Great Himalayan National Park is a high altitude area, whereas the Hemis and Leh Ladakh, that is a part of cold desert. It comes into the area of cold desert biosphere reserve. In India, we have two types of deserts, hot desert and the cold desert. Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. Now this is the bird sanctuary. That is in Haryana. In Haryana, it is bird sanctuary. Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary, that is in very near to Delhi, right? Haryana, you have Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. Right? Then as you go there, like for example, Northeast India, Pabitora, that is in Assam. That is in Assam, and it is known for rhinoceros. You find here one-horned rhinoceros. This is found in Pabitora there. Manas, Kaziranga, Pabitora, right? Like Dalma. Dalma is in the Jharkhand, the state of Jharkhand. So you have to connect with the geographical aspect. Kutch, Ran of Kutch, which is famous for a very important species here, right? Which is now near threatened. I have already discussed in the classroom that about the category of IUCN Red Data book. So near threatened category, Indian wild ash, right? And this Indian wild ash, there is a sanctuary there in Ran of Kutch, Little Ran of Kutch and all this. Gir National Park, which is a home of Asiatic lion, right? There is a home of Asiatic lion. There was a time when lion, like Asiatic lion, used to be found in the Madhya Pradesh and central part of India. But then because of epidemic and habitat destruction and all, lion population declined in central part of the country, and now only the place in the world where you find Asiatic lion is the Gir forest. Nal Sarovar is the Ramsar site, is a wetland of international importance. That is the Ramsar site of Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Nal Sarovar you find in Ahmedabad. There is a bird sanctuary also there. Vansda is in Surat, again the part of Gujarat. Then you can see here Goa. In Goa you have with all three part which you come across, that is a part of the Goa, where you have again have Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, Bondla Wildlife Sanctuary, Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanged Ghati, Kanged Valley National Park, that is a part of Chhattisgarh. So you have to like practice in the outline map. You take a outline map and then practice in that case. Pakhal Wildlife Sanctuary, that is in Andhra Pradesh. This is in AP. Kuringa also in AP, Andhra Pradesh, right? Then, so this is the way you have to, like, through the outline map, you have to practice the kind of mapping. You have to do the mapping part of it. When you read current affairs and you come across any information, then you need to add on such information on an outline map of India, right? This I have already given in your mapping. That then again you can see here, I have given you another map, Dachigam. That's again in Kashmir there, and it is home for a very unique species here, the Dachigam in Kishtwar, right? You find here Hangul, which is a Kashmiri stag, red deer, which you find in the Kashmir Valley, that is a Hangul. It's called Hangul. It's a critically endangered species. Then Valley of Flower National Park, that's a part of Nanda Devi. It comes under Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Valley of Flowers National Park, and is part of 3 districts. Chamoli, in Uttarakhand, Chamoli. Then you have Bageshwar and Pithoragarh. Pithora and Pithoragarh. That's where the Valley of Flowers National Park comes. And Valley of Flowers is also World Heritage Site. This is the way you have to practice through the map. Right, it is also under UNESCO World Heritage Site. Valley of Flowers there. Then Rajaji, like here Rajaji. Rajaji is in the part of Rishikesh. Right, Rishikesh, Haldwani and part of the Uttarakhand there. And Rajaji is a tiger reserve, is now a tiger reserve. It has been declared as a tiger reserve. Rajaji name has come from C. Raja Gopalachari, who was the first Indian Lieutenant Governor General of India, C. Raja Gopalachari. Then again you can see here Desert National Park. It is a part of 2 districts. You have a Jaisalmer and Bardmer. Jaisalmer and Bardmer district of Rajasthan, there is a Desert National Park, and is a home of a very important bird which is called Great Indian Bustard, GIB. Is a home of a GIB. It was asked last year in prelims exam 2020. There is a question about Desert National Park. There is one unique type of bird which is found, GIB, Great Indian Bustard. Right, is found in Desert National Park. That is a part of 2 districts of Rajasthan, Jaisalmer and Bardmer. Now Kela Dev Bird Sanctuary. That is a Bharatpur. There is a Bharatpur district of Rajasthan, Kela Dev, and it is also known for Siberian crane, the migratory bird, Siberian crane, right? And is also Ramsar site, is also wetland of international importance. Ramsar site of Rajasthan is also Ramsar site. Is a wetland. Maharaja of Bharatpur, right? It was a man-made wetland which was created Keladev, 200 km around from Delhi. You have this famous place there, Ghana National Park. And Keladev Bird Sanctuary is also World Heritage Site. UNESCO has also declared it as a World Heritage Site. This is the way you have to practice through the map. This is the way you have to practice through the map there. Madhav, if you look at Madhav, Madhav is in MP, right? Fossil Park. Then again, you can, then Nandan Kanan. Nandan Kanan is in Odisha, the Bhubaneswar there, the capital city of Odisha. Nandan Kanan Zoo and all. Bhitarkanika, now you know that. Yas cyclone. Bhitarkanika mangrove. It is a part of Kendrapada. In Odisha, there is a district called Kendrapada district of Odisha. There is Bhitarkanika. and it is a mangrove forest. It is known for, just like Sundarban Delta, it also, you find the mangroves are found there. And Bhitarkanika you will find here, it is a delta of two rivers. The two rivers makes a delta here. One is called Brahmani, which comes from Chota Nagpur plateau. Another river which flow to the Bay of Bengal is Baitarni. That is from Sambalpur district of there, Baitarni and Brahmani. That makes a delta, this delta where you have a Bhitarkanika. And Bhitarkanika, very near to that, there is a place called Gahir Mata. And you know that is a nesting site. Gahir Mata is a nesting site of olive-ridley turtle. This marine turtle, olive-ridley turtles which comes in large number. Olive-ridley turtle is vulnerable under IUCN. So that comes in the Gahir Mata. Is very near to Bhitarkanika. And Bhitarkanika, not only here, you have a saltwater crocodile. In India, you will find saltwater crocodile. Water monitor lizard, which you find in Bhitarkanika and Odisha there. Then you can see here, like here, if you go to the south here, Banerghatta National Park, which is in Bangalore. Banerghatta National Park. Now Gindi National Park, this is Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Vedanthangal Bird Sanctuary and Gindi National Park. South of Chennai you have this two areas there. Then Kalimar, that is a Nagapattinam. There is a district called as Nagapattinam. Is all factual, remember that. That is a very factual information. And Point Kalimar is a bird sanctuary, at the same time wildlife sanctuary. Point Kalimar. And is also wetland, is a wetland of international importance, what is called under Ramsar Convention, Ramsar site. Wayanad. Wayanad, you know that is Kerala. Wayanad. Idukki, that is again Kerala. This is a part of the Western Ghats. It comes under the part of Western Ghats there. Right? Then whatever I have given in the map there, see here, Buxa, like if you see here, Buxa National Park is also now Tiger Reserve. What is called Chicken Neck. Chicken Neck and that part of Buxa, that is in West Bengal. North Bengal, West Bengal, right, you have Buxa Tiger Reserve. Nera Valley, that is near to Sikkim. When you go from Darjeeling to Sikkim, on the way come Nera Valley. Jaldapada is again part of West Bengal. That is a Siliguri and Jalpaiguri. Jalpaiguri, then you have Jaladpada. Gumti Wildlife Sanctuary. That is in Agartala, capital city of Tripura. The capital city of Tripura is Agartala. In Tripura, right, this capital city there is Gumti Wildlife Sanctuary, Gumti River and Gumti Wildlife Sanctuary. Then comes very famous Kibul Lamjau. What do you have here? Kibul Lamjau. Kibul Lamjau National Park. That is in Loktak Lake. There is a very famous lake called Loktak Lake. Is again a Ramsar site of the Manipur. Where is Loktak Lake? Loktak Lake is in Manipur. Capital city of Manipur, Imphal. There is a Loktak Lake. And there is a national park called as Kibul Lamjau National Park, which is home of a very unique deer called as a bro antler deer or Sangai, dancing deer. Is found here what? Sangai or dancing deer, which is only endemic to Loktak Lake, Sangai or Thamin, or it is called dancing deer, which is only found in Loktak Lake in Manipur. And there is a famous national park, floating national park called Kibul Lamjau, and is also Ramsar site. Loktak Lake is also a wetland of international importance. There is also a Ramsar site of Manipur. We'll study Ramsar site, don't worry. What is a Ramsar site? What is Ramsar convention? What are wetlands? We are going to learn in the classroom. See, your batch is a new batch. I will be teaching you all this one. But through mapping, I am trying to make you understand that you have to always practice like using a kind of a outline map. You have to always take the outline map and do the practice of that. Whenever the national park, sanctuary, any such information comes, you have to practice through the outline map. What I am right now explaining right now in the classroom there. This I have already given to you there. This already, then Tiger Reserve, like for example Tiger Reserve. You are aware of Corbett, that is the Uttarakhand. Ramnagar in district, that is now in Uttarakhand. Corbett National Park. Dudhwa is in the UP, Uttar Pradesh. That is the Dudhwa is in Lakhimpur Kheri. There is a place called Lakhimpur that is on the Tarai region on the way to Nepal. Right, Lakhimpur Kheri in UP there is a Dudhwa National Park. Katrania Ghat also comes to the same place. Both of these are in UP. Sariska is in Alwar. Alwar district, right, of Rajasthan there. You find Sariska Tiger Reserve. Ranthambore, that is a Savai Madhopur. Again Rajasthan, Savai Madhopur. There is a famous tiger reserve called as Ranthambore. Achanakmar, that is in Chhattisgarh. So you have to know all such important names of tiger reserves. Satkoshia, that is in Odisha. Sundarban, you know that. West Bengal, Royal Bengal tiger. Right? Baksa again is West Bengal. Dampa is in Mizoram. Dampa is the tiger reserve of Mizoram. Mizoram you have. Right? Then south if you see here, Mudumalai, that is Tamil Nadu. Annamalai, Parambikulam. Annamalai is in Tamil Nadu, whereas Parambikulam is in Kerala. Mundanturai, that is a part of Tamil Nadu. Right, Kalakat, this is Mundanturai, that is part of Tamil Nadu. So you have to do the practice of such kind of tiger reserve. When you read newspaper and all, you have to mark. You have to mark on the map and try to know which are the tiger reserves, which are elephant reserves, which are the national parks, a national park in India. So I have already given you the map part of it. You have to always learn to practice through, or now this is the biosphere reserve. India has got 18 biosphere reserve. We have got 18 biosphere reserve. What you see on the map here. Right? So you have to connect with this. This is the way you have to practice through the map. Kuno Palpur will be the second home of Asiatic lion. Satpura Tiger Reserve is in MP. No, you don't have to remember all the national park. See, you don't have to remember all the national park. Whatever comes in the current affairs, you have to follow the current affairs news of that. Nobody can remember all the national parks. You don't have to remember all the national parks. Right? You don't have to remember all the national parks. What I want to make you understand is that whenever you are reading newspaper, anything comes in the current news, in the newspaper or in current affairs, when you are reading any national park or any sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary or marine sanctuary or bird sanctuary, you come across any biosphere reserve, then in the outline map, what I have depicted right now, just on the India's outline map and atlas, you can mark that, you can put information on that. Which state, which location, where it is found, what type of habitat is there, and what type of animal species are found there. So you have to add all those information on that. That's what I said, that as you keep on reading newspaper, magazine and all those areas, you have to slowly keep on following those kind of current aspects, because remember that in India we have more than 100 national parks, right? We have 500 plus sanctuaries. It is not possible to remember. We have 50 tiger reserves, right? In India, we have got 50 tiger reserves. It is impossible. It is impossible to remember all the names. So what you have to do? All the important ones, right? As you keep on reading more and more about it, then you have to follow from there, right? I'm just trying to help you out, like through an outline map, how do you put the information on that? But again, don't worry. What is my point is that you don't worry, right? You will have a detailed mapping classes before the prelims exam, right? You will have separate mapping classes linked with geography and environment ecology before the prelims exam. How you have to go about, I have just demonstrated with a few examples, and these maps are given there. Just visit your classroom number 7, environment class 7. There you have two handouts. One is a maps and second is Vision IS material. This map which I have just done the marking on the map is based on the class 7. I have given you the handout on that. Just to give you an outline, give you an idea there. I hope it is clear there. In terms of giving you outline in this part, you are able to understand that. And again, whenever you read there, always link with current affairs. Current affairs becomes very important. At the same time, whatever comes across the IUCN Red Data book, species part, then any aspect of the river, mountains, lakes, any geographical feature, forest, what type of forest you have, then try to put across according to that one. All right. Any doubt you have? What I've explained so far, if you have to ask me any question, you can ask me. Once I'll address your doubts, then I'll go in with the next topic there. Any doubt you have? Anything you want to ask, which you are not clear about it, or you have some specific questions, I will address those questions, then I'll move to the next topic. Today's class is very important. All of you who are right now in the classroom, you are going to learn a lot of new topics in today's class. That's why in beginning, I'm just giving you outline in terms of mapping part. But if you have any doubt regarding mapping and what I will mention, you can tell me right now. And then accordingly, we will go into the areas of other topics which we have to cover in the today's class. Anything you want to ask? Alright, if there is no major queries, shall I go ahead with that? With the next part of it? Then I think since you don't have any doubt about that, as you keep on reading more and more current affairs, then with practice you can do that. Let me come to the major topics. Let me come to the main topics. Now what we will focus in today's class is that certain areas which are from international perspective, right? Conservation part from the international perspective. Let us go into the first concept here. We are going to discuss in the classroom biodiversity hotspots. Right? Let us discuss the question and we'll come to the question also, but let us go into biodiversity hotspot. Right, biodiversity hotspot part of it, right? I'll change the marker. If you're not able to see the board there, then I'll change the marker part of it. Biodiversity hotspot part, right? Now biodiversity hotspot here, the first thing is that who gave the concept? This concept was, right, the concept of biodiversity was given by a British scientist, given by Dr. Norman Mayers. A British environmentalist, right? A British environmentalist, he published articles in Nature Science, and he came out with this idea of a hotspot that was given by Dr. Norman Mayers, a British environmentalist, in 1988. This idea of hotspot came in the year 1988 when Dr. Norman Mayers proposed this concept of hotspot, right? Now let's understand here. To continue with the part of conservation of such areas, an organization was formed. There's an organization called as Conservation International. Sometimes in the prelims exam, you'll come across question with respect to environmental organization, Conservation International, CI. Is a non-government organization. It is not a government organization, it is a non-government organization. This was established in 1989. After Dr. Norman Mayers, he gave the concept of hotspot. So in 1989, a non-government organization called as the CI, Conservation International, was set up to work in the field of hotspot, right? To promote conservation and management, right? Conservation and management of biodiversity hotspot. Biodiversity hotspots worldwide. For that, the body CI was set up, Conservation International. And please write these points. Whatever I am writing on the whiteboard, please copy in your note copy. So Conservation International was set up in 1989 to promote conservation and management in biodiversity hotspots. Right? Now comes the question, what is a biodiversity hotspot? What do you mean by a hotspot there? So let us understand here. A biodiversity hotspot as per Dr. Norman Mayers, how he defined the concept of hotspot, I am now bringing about that. A biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographic region. Is a biogeographic region, right? It may be a large area, it may be large landscape, which may be part of one country or maybe more than one country. It can be large geographical area. What I've mentioned, a biogeographic area. Biological and geographically, it is important there. So biogeographic region with very high richness in biodiversity. That means in terms of animals and plants, fauna and flora found there, the richness of biodiversity is very high. More number of species are found there, right? So biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographic region with very high richness in biodiversity, satisfying two strict criteria. It has to meet, right, the two strict criteria. If these two strict criteria are satisfied, then only we call as a hotspot. Now what are those criteria? The first criteria is called endemism. What is first criteria? First criteria is the endemism. What is first criteria? Endemism. What do you mean by endemism? That species are found only in that hotspot, nowhere else. When you say endemic species, they are only localized, only found in such habitat, such ecosystem, such area, nowhere else. So endemism, it has got endemism. Now here endemism, it says that at least minimum 1500 vascular plants. Now a scientific word has been used, vascular plants are endemic to such hotspot. Minimum 1500 vascular plants are endemic, only found in that hotspot and nowhere else. If we say Western Ghats as a biodiversity hotspot, it means the minimum should be 1500. It can be more than 1500. Minimum is 1500 types of plants which are found there only. Now here what is vascular? The criteria is based on the plants because they are producers of ecosystem. Vascular plant, when you are using the word vascular plants, What do you mean by vascular plant? Vascular plants are those plants which have got root and stem system. Right? They have well developed xylem and phloem, conductive tissues. They are called vascular tissues. Xylem conduct water with minerals from the soil, the root system. Phloem is the stem where you have the food which is prepared, they get translocated. So minimum, right? Here plants, I am talking about plants here, right? I am talking about plants here. Minimum 1500 vascular plants are endemic, only found in that area, nowhere else. Second part which comes here, in terms of criteria, that is a threat perception. See, such area may have also animals there, but criteria is on the plant, threat perception. What do you mean by threat perception? Such kind of hotspots are now threatened because of human development, because of human activities. They are being threatened. So what comes here? More than 70%, more than 70% its original vegetation or primary vegetation loss has taken place. Only remaining vegetation in such hotspot is less than 30%. More than 70% of its original vegetation, the tree cover and the forest has been lost in the past. Now remaining only 1500 vascular plant minimum should be there. It can be more than that, but only remaining vegetation is less than 30%. More than 70% loss has taken place. Now these two criteria, when these two criteria are satisfied, then only we call as a hotspot. Now worldwide, if you look at, there are 36. There have been number 36 hotspots, right, declared worldwide. There are 36 hotspots with 4 hotspots in India. The 36 hotspot declared worldwide. Conservation International looks into that, and there are 4 which are the part of India. Now, which are in India there? Western Ghats, which starts from the border of Gujarat and goes to Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Then Himalayas, the entire Himalaya. Eastern Himalaya and Western Himalaya. Eastern Himalaya, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. Western Himalaya, Ladakh, Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. The entire Himalaya. Then comes here Indo-Burma, which is a part of India and part of Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, Indo-Burma hotspot. And Nicobar Island, that's a part of a biodiversity hotspot called as Sunda land. What is called here? Sunda land. Sunda land is the Java and Sumatra, and that extend to Nicobar Islands in India, Sunda land. India has got 4 hotspots, right? The total 36 hotspots worldwide, 4 are found in India. So I have just given the points here. See here, these are the points which you have to remember that. Whenever you come across a concept, you have to first understand the concept properly. Then comes the part of mapping and everything there. So please write it down. If you have any doubt, I'll see what I'll do. First, I'll explain the concept. I'll write the points, I'll explain the concept. Then you can copy them down all the points and ask the doubt. Then I'll address your doubts, right? So please see there. Vishwanath Tigadi. Though there may be fauna, animals as found in such hotspot, but the criteria is the plants. We take 1500 plant species as endemic there. I'll come to all your pointers. You will get all the information there. You will get to understand everything on that. But first you write the points there. Whatever the points I have given there, first you write about that. then you will be able to understand every aspect on that. So in India, there are 4 hotspots. One is the Western Ghats, right from the border of Gujarat, like Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. Then Himalayan range, both eastern and western Himalayas. And then Indo-Burma, part of Northeast India, which extend to Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. And then I have written Sunda land. Now Nicobar Island comes to Sunda land. I'll explain through the map there. With the map, it will become more clear there. Right, with the map, you will be able to understand more better there. Right. Let's say, for example, here, in terms of, let's say, biodiversity hotspots in India. I'll explain through the map here, right? Biodiversity hotspots in India. So I said here that is 4 of them are there, and 4 of the hotspots are there. But now let's say, for example, here, I'll just draw a rough diagram of India. It's just a rough sketch. There's a rough sketch I'm drawing here. So what comes here, the first part here, let me put across here. Here, the Western Ghat starts from here. This is the part which comes here, Western Ghat. The Western Ghats India, right? So Western Ghat, that's one part. Then comes here, in terms of here, Himalaya. So Himalaya comes to the entire part of it. It includes both eastern and western Himalaya part of it. So the entire Himalayan range here, right? That's where the Himalayan biodiversity hotspot comes into that. Right? Then comes here Indo-Burma. The next word comes here, Indo-Burma. Indo-Burma is the part of Myanmar and the Northeast Indian part, right, which extend to Myanmar and those area. So Indian aspect comes in Northeast India there. This part comes here, and it also include Andaman Nicobar. And Andaman Nicobar Island also comes under this particular Indo-Burma. This is the Indo-Burma. So Western Ghats in Sri Lanka. So part of Western Ghats from India. Indo-Burma comes into that. And here in the Indo-Burma part of it, here, what you have to remember in the case of Indo-Burma, then Andaman Nicobar Island, right? That Andaman group of island, right? And Nicobar is here, right? So here what happens is that the Andaman group of island, that comes into Indo-Burma hotspot. And then if you look at the part of Sunda land, let's say Sunda land hotspot. So Sunda land, if you look at, so Sunda land comes into this part, where the Nicobar Island comes into this, which goes up to Java and Sumatra. This is the part of Sunda land. Which extend to Java and Sumatra. That's where the Sunda land comes into that. Right, Sunda land hotspot comes into that. Is it clear here? Whatever I'm discussing through the map here. These are the 4 broad, worldwide, you can say, hotspot concept which comes here. So this worldwide, if you look at, that is a part of Western Ghats in Sri Lanka. So Indian context, Western Ghats comes into that. Right, Sri Lanka is another country there. Himalayan range, if you look at, then it will also include China, Nepal, Bhutan. That will also be part of Himalayan range there. Indo-Burma, as I said, Northeast India, it will also include part of Myanmar, this Laos, Cambodia and all these regions. And Nicobar Island, that's Sunda land, that is part of Java, Sumatra and the part of Nicobar Island. So let's say, for example, let's say, very simple question. Let's say, which of following, right, if I just give a question, which of following, right, areas are covered under Indian biodiversity hotspot. Let's say if I give you this kind of question there, these all are factual question. Let's say geographical based here. Which of following areas are covered under Indian biodiversity hotspot? And let's say I am just giving you simple options here, right? Simple options here. Let's say West Bengal. Number 2, let's say here Maharashtra. Number 3, Lakshadweep Island. And let's say number 4, Andaman Nicobar Islands. Right? Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Island. And let's say, for example, I am giving one more option. Let's say Assam or Arunachal Pradesh. Let's say Arunachal Pradesh. And then you have a choice here. Let's say here 1, 2 and 3. Right? Second is here 2, 4 and 5. Right? Third choice I am giving here. Let's say third choice C is here. Let's say for example 1, 2, 4 and 5. Right? 1, 2, 4 and 5. And then I am giving the choice here, the last one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what shall be the answer here? Let's say if this is where I give you a question there based on the mapping part, direct question. So what shall be the answer here? What shall be the answer here? So this is the way question can be asked in the exam, where you will be given the map and from the mapping point of view you have to connect with that. So what will be answer here? I am getting very mixed answer from your side. Many are saying C, then B, then I am getting D as an answer there also there. How comes on Lakshadweep? Will Lakshadweep will come there? Okay guys, to make it more clear, see here, to make you more clear, see West Bengal, does West Bengal comes into that? Maharashtra is clear. Andaman Nicobar Island I have got clear there. Arunachal Pradesh also I have given the clear there. You see three of them are clear there. See here, Maharashtra part is clear, Andaman Nicobar is cleared, Arunachal Pradesh is clear. But do the Lakshadweep comes there? Lakshadweep will not come there. Lakshadweep will not be the part of the hotspot. And West Bengal is not the part of Indo-Burma. West Bengal is not the part of Indo-Burma. Sikkim, see Sikkim, you can take Sikkim area, then Arunachal Pradesh, you can take the part of Arunachal Pradesh is a part of the Indo-Burma. But West Bengal is not there. But can we call West Bengal, can we relate with the Himalayan range? Himalayan range. Can West Bengal will be part of Himalayan range? I've already drawn here Darjeeling. Let's say Darjeeling, North Bengal, Darjeeling. In the part of Himalayas there. So part of Himalayas there. So that's what I've given a choice here. Right? So this is the way you have to be, very clear with the mapping part of it. See, whenever you have any doubts, I'm simply very clear about this, that whenever you have any such doubts, what you have to do? You have to go to the Conservation International website. Whenever you have any kind of doubt, what you have to do? Just go to the Conservation International website. Whenever you have doubt, this is the website of the CI, Conservation International website. See, you have to always follow the government authentic site. Here this is a government authentic site, biodiesel hotspot. And what I wrote on the map, see here, what is given here? To qualify, see what is given here? To qualify a particular region as a biodiesel hotspot, at least minimum 1,500 vascular plants as endemic. High percentage of plant life found nowhere on the planet. And it must have 30% or less of original vegetation. That means it must be threatened. More than 70% loss. More than 70% loss has been there. And I have already said 36 areas are there. But it also has other species. Nearly 43% of bird, mammal, reptiles, amphibian species are endemic there. And again, who gave the concept? Scientist Norman Mayers, who wrote the paper. And 1989 CI was formed, Conservation International there. And now if you see here, I'll just take you to this one. There you have a map. When you click on this, you will get the map. What I've explained, explore the biodiesel hotspot. Whenever you have any such kind of a problem in terms of understanding there, like here Indo-Burma, right? And you can see here, I'll explore this hotspot, Indo-Burma hotspot. Now this map has opened up. Now clearly see the map. Just see the map here. See the line here. I am putting the cursor there. This is called Indo-Burma. Now do you find West Bengal here? Do you find West Bengal? West Bengal is not there. You have the part of Assam, right? Assam, Meghalaya, you have Mizoram, Tripura, Manipur, right? Tripura again, very less. But Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, part of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. That comes in Indo-Burma. And you can see here, Indo-Burma given here. Hotspot part of it. And let's say, for example, you have here, see, executive profile summary is given here. Part of it, ecosystem profile is given there. And you get all this PDF also there. You will find on the website of that. Indo-Burma hotspot, now see here. Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia. Right, there's a part of Indo-Burma is given here. And here if you find here, I'll not go to the investment part of it. That is not very important here. Right, this is not very important. I'll just come to the main part of it. Even it includes some part of, now see India part of it. The Indian part is given here. You will find Indian part given there. So this is not that important. Just I have made you understand there. But again, the profile here you will see there, executive profile given on the ecosystem point of view. You should develop this habit of going to the website and opening such kind of PDF and just have a glance over that. Just have a look into that, which I'm right now opening the classroom right now. You just get open here. Now this is the, you have a document, executive document you have here, right? You don't have to go to every aspect on that, but this is the main part of it. Right, the main part which comes here. This is the entire part which makes the Indo-Burma region. Now let's say come for example Himalaya. I'll come to the part of Himalayan then. So we'll find here Cerrado, Indo-Burma, Mediterranean Basin, right? You'll find all the names of the hotspot given there. Right? You'll find all of them here. And if you see here Himalayan region, see here Madagascar, New Caledonia, New Zealand, North American coastal plain, Southwest Australia, they are newly declared hotspot. They are the newly declared hotspot. Japan is also hotspot here. Japan is also hotspot there. And you can see Atlantic forest, Cape Town, Cape Forest province, Caribbean island, coastal forest of Eastern Africa, Eastern Afro mountain, Himalaya. This is Himalayan hotspot. This is Himalayan hotspot. Now see the map here. Does the Bengal comes there? Sikkim is there. See, Sikkim, Bhutan, Nepal, part of China, and the part of India is there. This is called chicken neck. This is called as a chicken neck. That is chicken neck. Now you can see here northeastern India, right, and southern central part of the eastern Nepal there, right? Eastern Himalayas, part of which comes into this. And you'll find here again mention about this. You have the profile on this one. You have executive summary on this. Geographical extent. Now look at here. To make you very clear, I have opened this document here. Can you see this? North Bengal, West Bengal area, Darjeeling district of West Bengal. See what is very given, geographic extent here. Himalayas, the region of northeastern India. Now you can see here what is given here. State of Sikkim, northern extent of West Bengal, India, North Bengal, Darjeeling district, Bhutan, northeastern Indian state of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Nagaland. And you can see here what you find in this map also. Darjeeling. Can you see here? Darjeeling district. Why I have done this exercise? Why I have done this exercise for all of you? To give you more clarity. Whenever UPSC question will be there, it will be based on this part. So now I am very clear that you will be able to solve such kind of question. You will be able to solve. So I have already drawn here. See this part. I have already covered in this map. This is Sikkim. This part you have a Sikkim. And this is part of North Bengal, Darjeeling. Few of you have given me correct answer, others have not given there. So here the answer is here C as an answer. 1, 2, 4 and 5. Lakshadweep doesn't come to Western Ghat. So the answer here with the map which I have explained, that is a C as an answer. Because Darjeeling district comes in the Himalayan range. Right? Is it clear everyone? Is it clear to everyone what I am trying to do here in the classroom? Why I am explaining you in such kind of areas and why am I making you understand? Are you able to understand here? Did you understand here? I have taken you to the website of the Biodiversity Hotspot Conservation International, and there I have shown you through the map what portion will come there. This type of question, either you are aware of it or you are not aware of it. Either you know or you don't know. See, in your batch, I am giving you more time and I am explaining so many areas. I am opening the website, I am downloading the document, make you understand through this one. Like many of the institute material, they don't clearly specify, but I am trying to do it in the classroom for your batch. Right? So whenever you have to verify, you have to go to the authentic website and do the verification part. All right. So now let's come to this one. I will give you more clarity of this concept through a documentary. You will get to watch a documentary here. Please watch this documentary. I'll get back to your doubts again.
What we're going to talk about right now is something called a biodiversity hotspot. How do you figure out what the places are on Earth that deserve our special focus, that deserve attention that they need to protect them for future generations? It's obvious that the Earth is in trouble, and we can't save the entire planet all at once. We need to have a focus. We can't do triage on an entire planet. We've limited resources. We have limited time. We're running out of time to protect many of these places. So what are the criteria that we use to try and figure out what those hotspots really are that need that special attention for protection? Back in 1988, ancient history to some of us, and in fact might be prehistory to others, there was a scientist by the name of Norman Myers who wrote a really important paper that analyzed different types of geological, climatological, and uniqueness criteria to come up with the concept of a hotspot. Scientists who looked at this problem decided eventually that there really were two main criteria that were going to lead to what Conservation International now recognizes as a biodiversity hotspot. One criterion was that there had to be at least 1,500 endemic species of plants. We'll get back to the idea of endemism in a moment. There also had to be an additional factor that made the area unique and deserving of our focus. There had to be more than 70% of the original habitat already lost, which highlighted the need to designate this place as a hotspot. Well, why plants? Well, plants, particularly in terrestrial environments, are crucial. Animals go where the plants are. Plants are the primary producers. They're at the base of food webs. Life attracts other life, and it depends on other life. Now let's get back to that idea of endemism. An endemic species is a species that's found in a certain area and nowhere else on Earth. In other words, endemism is a measure of how unique and irreplaceable something is. An example of an endemic organism that resonates with people love tortoises. If you think about the Galapagos Islands, for example, most islands have their own special type of tortoise. It lives there and nowhere else. So if something happens to wipe out the tortoises on that island, those tortoises are gone forever. They're not found anyplace else. They were irreplaceable. At the moment, Conservation International formally recognizes 34 biodiversity hotspot areas on Earth. The interesting thing about this is that less than 3% of the Earth's land surface area is represented by these hotspots. So we're talking about some very, very special places indeed. There are other ways to think about these special places on Earth besides hotspots. Some of these concepts are used to help recognize larger geographical units of land and water that have unique assemblages of species or distinct environmental conditions that make them worthy of our special attention. I think it's really important that we recognize that the hotspot idea is much more than a conservation tool. It's actually become a powerful scientific tool, because hotspots are a blood pressure cuff for planet Earth. You can go back and keep measuring the effects on these different places due to human activity or environmental change of various kinds, and go through the science of measuring the pressure on biodiversity. In a sense, hotspots are almost like avatars. They're like representatives for other endangered areas on the planet that might not necessarily meet the special criteria of 1,500 endemic species of plants and more than 70% of the original habitat loss. And yet, they are still obviously critical and important places for lots of organisms to live. You need to think about hotspots as a network of places on Earth that are interconnected. Not just single units that protect small pieces of biodiversity, but that help preserve biodiversity in a great many other habitats and other hotspots as well. And lots of conservation organizations, government agencies, and even concerned people like all of us can use these hotspots to better help direct the resources to the places that require our greatest attention. Above all, we need to remember one overriding principle: that we focus on protecting the highest number of species that we can, especially the ones that are most threatened. That's what this hotspot concept is trying to get to. We want to enhance our ability to protect species richness. That way, we can boost the stability and resilience of ecosystems. So I think that for me, these hotspots really do carry that special signal and are really worthy of the special effort that's being developed over the last few decades to monitor them, to provide the good, solid science that helps us not just to define them, but to monitor and promote their health down the road, and to employ those concepts to draw people in, to develop that people power that's really necessary to move forward with the protection of life on Earth.
Is it clear here? The concept what I have written on the whiteboard, this is being depicted on the part of it. Is it clear? I think this is clear. Clarify every aspect on that. Right, I think this part would have clarified your doubts there. Humaira. Yes, they are overlapping area. Abhishek, right? They are overlapping area. It comes under the part of some part of Mizoram, Manipur will be part of Himalaya also there, and also Indo-Burma. There is overlapping there. But I am asking Humaira Hassan. Humaira, is it clear to you, or you want more understanding from this part? Now you see here. I'll just take you to this part. Look at this map. Indo-Burma and part of this all comes together there. Right? So it was earlier the part of Indo-Burma, but now it has been made the part of Himalayan range. And you can see here, Eastern Himalayan region, Eastern Himalayas, if you look at, see the map here, Nepal, Sikkim, Darjeeling district, Bhutan, right, the part of Arunachal Pradesh and all this. So what is the part of, see here, what is given here? If you can see clearly here, Eastern Himalayas and Northeastern India, right? Lowland of Western Nepal, mountain region of Central Eastern Nepal, state of Sikkim, northern part of Bengal, including Darjeeling district, Bhutan, and northeastern Indian state of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, and this part of it. Now that northeastern state of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, right, that is again you see this area is referred to as, now see here, this area is referred to as Eastern Himalayan region. This is very important information I am sharing in the classroom there. Right, Indo-Burma, see here what is given, 2 hotspots now here. Indo-Burma Himalayas together, right, both of them together, right, there is a part of it, so you can see this part, Eastern Himalayas part of it. Their overlapping is there. There's an overlapping part of it. There's an overlapping part of it. Now let's again 36 hotspot. If you look at worldwide, this is the map. What I'm doing right now. This is the 36 hotspot there. So there is an overlap. Humaira, there is a overlap between Indo-Burma and Eastern Himalayas, the part of it. Right. So now if you see here this one, I am now further going to the map part of it. You have a 36 hotspot worldwide. Right. Highest number you find in Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific has got highest number, followed by Africa, then South America, then North America and Europe. And the newly one, this is a new one. New one here is the Australia has got this one, Forest of Eastern Australia. That is 35th hotspot. Australia has got 2 of them, Southwest Australia and Forest of East Australia, 35th. And then here recently Northern Coastal Plain is a 36th hotspot. Earlier there were 34, but now 2 more have been added there. And this is all what you see here. These are the, so most of the hotspot you will find, they are located in tropical area. Where are they located? They are located in the tropical area. Between 0 degree line to 25 degree north, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. But it does not mean that there are no hotspot outside there. There are hotspot which are hotspot lying outside also there, but most of them. So most of them, if you see, most of hotspots, I am writing on the map there, are in tropical belt. They are found in tropical area, right? And there are also coastal and island also. Island and coastal base, this comes into that. But I've just drawn on the map what you can see that. Is it clear here, everybody? Are you able to understand here? You don't have to remember all the names of the hotspot. All the names of hotspot is not very clear. You have to remember that. But only you have to know from the examination perspective that there are 36 hotspots there. The numbers may change. Numbers may always get revised. There can always be revision of numbers. That there can be always the revision of numbers. Textbook, whichever book you take, they'll give you old information. They will not give you up-to-date information. I am giving you up-to-date information. 36 hotspots are there. And Conservation International looks into the part of all these hotspots there. Now there is a concept of what is something called hottest hotspot. What comes there? Hottest hotspot. Right, there is a something called hottest hotspot. Right, there is a something called hottest hotspot. Now there are eight hottest hotspot which comes into that. 8 hottest hotspots are there. What I'll do here, I'll write it down there. I'll write it down, the 8 hottest hotspot there. They are known for more endemism. They are known for more endemism there. There the endemism is very high, and also there is more this threat is there. Which are this one? One is this one, Philippines. Right, Philippines, they are in Southeast Asia. That is the hottest hotspot. Then comes here Sunda land. Right, Sunda land, which is Java, Sumatra, and this part comes here there. Then comes here Madagascar. This is a island in Indian Ocean. You have Madagascar island. Right, Madagascar island comes into that. Right, Madagascar island, which is a part of the Indian Ocean there. Then fourth you will find here Brazil's Atlantic forest. Atlantic forest in Brazil. Right, Brazil has got Atlantic forest. There comes into. Then Caribbean island, Cuba and all this. Caribbean island, Cuba and all is also hotspot. Right. Then Indo-Burma. Indo-Burma is also called hottest hotspot, which also included India part. And also there, 7th one is Western Ghats. Western Ghat also is considered to be hottest hotspots. Right, Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. And the 8th one is a part of Tanzania. Tanzania and this part of what is called Eastern, there is a arc. Eastern arc and coastal. There is coastal areas, coastal forest. The coastal forest area. Most of these are forests there, Tanzania and Kenya. Tanzania and the part of Kenya there. Now this is the part which comes here in terms of Afro mountain, is also called Eastern Afro mountain. That is in Africa. Right, Eastern Afro mountain. This part which comes here, Eastern arc, what I've written there, that is called hottest hotspot. High level of endemism, and this comes into that. Now what I'm coming here, there is a body which has been formed. It's called Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. Are you all writing this one? Are you all copying that? Whatever I'm writing, are you copying this one? Okay, now what I'm coming here, there's a body which has been formed. It's called Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. Have you all copied this one? All the 8 hotspots? Have you all copied it? See, I can only tell you to copy once and twice, but I cannot keep on asking you, have you copied it, have you copied it, have you copied it. It's your responsibility whether you are writing from the whiteboard or writing down from the iPad, whatever is there. Please respond on that. If you respond, then only I can move fast with the class. Otherwise, the pace of the class will get slowed down. Alright, thank you everyone. Thank you for your response there. Now let's look at here. There is a body which is formed here. It is called Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. There is a particular fund called as a Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. It is called CPF. There's a body which is called Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. Now it provides fund. It basically provides a fund for conservation, projects in hotspots there. And it is a partnership based, the name is very clear here, right? Led financing mechanism is there. It's a financial mechanism where the government also gives the fund, right? Which include here funding which come from France, which include France, right? Then there is the one body called Global Environment Facility, GEF, Global Environment Facility. Then Japan, right? All this organization, GEF, also provide the fund there. They give for the conservation part of it, which help in the conservation of biodiversity hotspots there, right? And it was set up in 2005. This particular CPF was set up to help in the hotspot conservation part of it, right? Hotspot conservation. This CPF was set up there. It grants the fund. It gives the fund part of it. It provides the fund for this one. You can see here, I'll show you this part of it. So it provides the fund. This is a web page of that. It helps the NGOs which give the fund. It was founded in 2000 to address the challenges empowering civil society in developing countries and transition economies to support their conservation program. This Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund was there, which was formed, CPF, right? And $259 million US dollar, which has been given there for that. And it consists of donor organizations. If you look at here, which are the donor organizations? La Agence Francaise Development de France, Conservation International, European Union, Global Environment Facility, Government of Japan and World Bank, which give the fund there, right? They provide the fund in the part of it. This fund is given there, right? So here, let me clean part of it. Let me write here also there. World Bank also comes into this. World Bank also support this. Then you have European Union, Japan. They all provide the fund. And when it was formed, it was set up in 2000. And it is important for the exam. You could get question in the exam. So far in the 2011 to 2020 exam, UPSC has not asked a question. अभी तक UPSC एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन नहीं आया हुआ है. Wherever question has not been asked, be prepared that you could get question in the exam. Right? This question can be asked in the exam. Again, CIE also involved, Conservation International. So wherever the question has not been asked in the previous exam, 2011-2020, be prepared with the question in the exam. So this is the body. Again, in prelims exam, you get question about the environmental organization, fund, program, financial mechanism. Based on that is asked there, right? So you have to be again prepared in this context where question can be asked in the examination there.
The Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. It's a big name, and we do big things to support nature. CEPF invests in the world's most important yet threatened terrestrial ecosystems, biodiversity hotspots. Biodiversity hotspots host an incredible number of plant and animal species, and their destruction would be catastrophic for humanity. So, CEPF grantees are stepping up to protect them. Since 2000, CEPF has been empowering civil society groups, from non-profit organizations and academic institutions to indigenous groups and cooperatives, to protect the hotspots by providing grants for locally led conservation. CEPF's grantees have worked to ensure that nearly 900 species on the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species don't go extinct. including the highly threatened polylepis trees of the Bolivian Andes. These trees are crucial for water retention in this water-stressed region and provide habitat for endangered bird species. But local communities use the trees for firewood and destroy them through livestock grazing and fires. Now, species and communities alike are benefiting from the actions of CEPF grantee Asociación Armonía, which is reforesting key areas, providing fuel-efficient stoves, and training communities to grow other trees for fuel. Globally, CEPF grantees have also contributed to the establishment of formal protection for 15.3 million hectares of high biodiversity ecosystems, an area larger than Greece. This includes Montenegro's Ulcin Salina, one of Europe's most important migratory bird sites. This wetland hosts more than 250 species. With financial support from CEPF, the Center for Protection and Research of Birds has worked with partners and stakeholders for years to protect the site. In June 2019, their efforts helped persuade authorities to make Ulcin Salina a national protected area, ensuring the birds a safe haven during their migration. The Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund is a big name, but one word stands out.
Alright, so I have shown you this documentary on CEPF, Critical Ecosystem Partnership Fund. Remember it, it is an important topic for your upcoming exam. Right, this has not been asked in the exam, it can be asked in the exam. Now I'm moving to the next topic, mega diverse country. Now another topic here that comes here, mega diverse countries. What is the next concept here? Mega diverse country. This is another concept which comes from the conservation point of view. Mega diverse country. Now what is a mega diverse country? Now again, a mega diverse country, when you are talking about biodiversity hotspot, it only consists of a biogeographic region, which can be a part of one country or more than one country can be part of it. But when you talk about country specific, entire country itself. So a mega diverse country is a country, and we are taking the entire nation, entire country we are talking about. It's a country with extreme level of biodiversity. With extreme level of biodiversity. With extreme level of biodiversity, right? Satisfying two criteria. It was like this concept was given here, right? Satisfying. Now here again two criteria are there. Satisfying two criteria. Not all countries in the world will be called as a mega diverse country. India is one among 17 mega diverse countries. The two criteria here is that here 5,000 plant species are endemic. What is the first criteria here? There are 5,000, minimum 5,000 plant species are found in that country only, nowhere else. So 5,000 plant as an endemic part. And the second criteria what comes here, that is in terms of marine ecosystem. So it has a boundary. It has a boundary with sea and ocean. That is marine ecosystem, sea and ocean. It has got marine ecosystem. Right? It has a marine ecosystem or the part of the boundary with the sea and ocean. What does that mean? There are countries worldwide which are landlocked. Landlocked countries will not be near to sea and ocean, will not have coastal areas, will not have marine ecosystem. So they will not be, though they may have more than 5,000 plants as the first criteria satisfying there, but they may not be bordering a sea and ocean, may not have coastal areas, may not have marine ecosystem. So we will not be qualified to become mega diverse countries. So there are 17 mega diverse countries. Right, there are 17 mega diverse countries worldwide. Right. The 17 mega diverse countries worldwide there, right? 17 of them have been qualified. India is one among them, right? India is one amongst these 17 mega diverse countries. We have extreme level of biodiversity, and we are again having surrounding sea and ocean. Bay of Bengal, eastern side, Arabian Sea on the west side, and southern part, Indian Ocean. So we are the part of the surrounding sea and ocean. We have islands, Andaman Nicobar group of islands, Lakshadweep islands, small islands are present in India. So we have a marine ecosystem there. Now this concept was given by, now I am writing the name of organization, World Conservation Monitoring Center. There is a body called as World Conservation Monitoring Center, which is specialized body. Please write all this point in your note copy there. World Conservation Monitoring Center, right? WCMC. Now this is a specialized body, is a specialized agency working under UNEP, specialized agency under the United Nations Environment Program, under the United Nations UNEP, under the United Nations Environment Program, which is a UN body. UNEP is the UN body there, under the United Nations Environment Program in the year 1988. Again the same year, the year when it comes the hotspot concept, same year this WCMC, World Conservation Monitoring Center, came out with the part of mega diverse country. So India has got 4 hotspots and is also mega diverse country, right, which satisfy these 2 criteria. And again it is important. This topic is again important. UPSC has not asked any question in the examination. So far UPSC has not asked any question over the last 10 years, 2011 to 2020 exam, there is no question on mega diversity. So this could be a question in the exam, right, which I have given here. This could be a question here. So 1988, World Conservation Monitoring Center came out with this criteria and came out with this mega diverse countries. So landlocked countries will not be a mega diverse country. So let us now, now this concept is given by World Conservation Monitoring Center, but it is also supported, right? It is also assisted, right? The conservation management here program, it is also assisted by Conservation International, right? The same body which looks into hotspot, but is a hotspot, also support the mega diverse country. So assisted by Conservation International, is also assisted by Conservation International. Conservation International body, which is a non-government organization, also support and help the mega diverse countries in their conservation part. Now what I am coming here, there is another concept here, LMMC. LMMC. What is the concept here? LMMC. What is LMMC? It stands for like-minded. It stands for like-minded mega diverse countries. There is another concept called as a like-minded mega diverse countries. Is basically a group of countries, right? Like-minded mega diverse countries is a group of countries, is a group of 18 countries, right? This was formed in 2002. When it was formed? 2002, during a conference, during Cancun. Cancun is a place in Mexico. Cancun conference or summit under the United Nations. The United Nations has got one treaty or convention, what is called under the UN Convention on Biodiversity, CBD. There is a multilateral treaty called Convention on Biodiversity or Biological Diversity, CBD, which comes under United Nations, and it was formed, this convention came in the Rio summit. So what is here, see here, the 4th point is LMMC, like-minded mega diverse countries comma, is a group of 18 countries which was formed in 2002 during a conference organized in Cancun during the Cancun Summit under the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity. So there is one concept called mega diverse countries, where 17 of mega diverse countries are there. And there is also group of countries which came together to cooperate to help support conservation management of biodiversity hotspot and all, and also the mega diversity part. That is the 18 countries which are called LMMC, like-minded mega diverse countries. Now, like-minded mega diverse countries, just like group of countries, as you know, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, right? Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SAARC nation, ASEAN, groupings are there at the international level. So these 18 countries came together, formed a group called LMMC. That is separate concept. I'm again repeating, LMMC is a separate concept, though they use the word mega diversity, but it is a separate concept as compared to mega diverse country. One concept comes mega diverse concept, and second comes LMMC. This group of countries does not meet this criteria. LMMC जो है मेगा डाइवर्स कंट्री से अलग है. LMMC ग्रुप ऑफ कंट्रीज है, 18 कंट्रीज है, वो ऊपर के क्राइटेरिया को फॉलो नहीं करती है. LMMC does not satisfy above two criteria of mega diverse countries. LMMC just a group of countries formed together 2002 during Cancun Summit of CBD, Convention on Biodiversity, to cooperate each other in conservation and traditional knowledge, TK, traditional knowledge part of it, and at the same time make other government to sign important conventions, protocols like Kyoto Protocol, Cartagena Protocol, Nagoya Protocol. They came together as a group. That is called LMMC. So there are two concepts are there. One concept is point number 1, 2, 3. Another concept comes point number 4. Right? Did you understand that? So please write the whiteboard. Please write the points here. What I have written on the whiteboard, please consider as a class notes. So please write this one. Please write all these points. Whatever points I am writing there, please do write that. It is a very important concept which I have explained in the classroom. Mega diverse countries there. Landlocked country with big water body like lakes will not be the mega diverse country. Will not be a mega diverse country. Now let's come to this part of it. I'll now come back to the part of, so if you have written that is well good. So I'm now again going to the map here. So hotspot we have, now this is the 17 mega diverse countries. What you see on the map, these are the 17 mega diverse countries. Right, which are those? Australia, Brazil, China, Colombia, Congo, Ecuador, India, Indonesia, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mexico, Papua New Guinea, Peru, Philippines, South Africa, United States, Venezuela. This makes the 17 countries. In Southeast Asia, you can see here, Australia is also there, India also comes, China also there, Philippines, Indonesia, right, Papua New Guinea comes here, above the Australia, this comes here. Then in Africa, Madagascar, this island is there, South Africa. Then again you can see here the part of the part of Congo there, Congo part. Then South America, Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, right, this is all Colombia. Then North America, USA and Mexico. These are 17 mega diverse countries. These are 17 mega diverse countries of the world as per UNEP. I have already given this map. Those of you are looking for map, please download these maps in classroom number 7 of environment. There is a document called maps where you have all this part of it. 17 mega diverse countries there. And LMMC was formed as a grouping to support the conservation part of it, right? Now just see this. Okay guys, now these are the 17 countries which is given in your material also. If you want to write, then you can write also there. These are the countries names: Australia, Brazil, China, Colombia, Congo, Ecuador, India, Indonesia, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mexico, Papua New Guinea, Peru, Philippines, South Africa, United States of America, USA, Venezuela. Again, you will find most of these countries are tropical countries. Right, most of these countries are tropical countries, and they harbor higher degree of biodiversity on the earth. They're rich in extremely rich in biodiversity part. What you have just seen there, and that's what, see why I'm trying to bring about such new concept, so that you are able to understand, right, more into that, and you will find that they have somewhere some part which is linked with sea and ocean. Some part they have the coastal areas there. If you see the map here, even this one Congo, even you can see the Congo, there's one part of the Congo opening to the Atlantic Ocean. This is a country Congo. Number 5 is Congo. Again, it opens to the Atlantic Ocean side. So you'll find all of them, they are linked with sea and ocean. They're linked with the sea and ocean. And again, if you see clearly on the map, most of these are, again, you'll find here in the tropical belt. Right? Again, they are in the tropical belt. Most of these countries are tropical belt. If you see Europe, Europe is not rich in biodiversity. You'll find Europe and all not covered under mega diverse countries there. Right? Most of these countries lie in the tropics. Right? What you have there. Now let's see, for example, I'll just give you a question here. Let's say, for example, I ask a question here. The question is that, which of following, let's say if you get a question like this one, which of following mega diverse country, let's say I am again giving a factual question, which of following mega diverse country has biodiversity hotspots? Has biodiversity hotspot. Right? Let's see if I give a question setter can set question in different ways, and now I am giving the part of it. India, very easy, you all can do that. China, right? Third, Kenya. Number 4, Madagascar. Number 5, Japan. Madagascar there. So which of the following countries, right? So I'm sorry here, because Madagascar, Kenya will not be the part of it. So what I'll do, since I'm giving you the part of mega diverse country, I'll give you the list of mega diverse countries only. Let me give the list of mega diverse countries only. Right? Let's say here Indonesia, right? And here let me write here Philippines. And let's say you have a choice there. Here you have the choice here, A, 1, 2 and 4, B, 1, 2, 3 and 4, C, 1, 2, 3 and 5, and D, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a very simple direct question I am giving there. This is a simple direct question. It's a simple direct question there. It's a very simple question. I have given you a very simple question. Right here, what you have is a very simple question. What you have here is a very simple question there. A very simple question I have given here in the part of it. So here the answer will be all. India has got hotspot. We have 4 hotspots are there, which we have discussed in the classroom there. China also have got, like mountains of South China. That is a hotspot. Indonesia also comes there. Madagascar also has got this hotspot. Philippines also has got it. So the answer is a D, all of this. The answer will be here all. You all are correct. You all are correct there. Answer will be D. Answer is D. You all are correct. Right? Now what I am coming here, you all are correct there. Now what I'm coming here is that the group of like-minded mega diverse countries, LMMC, right? Group of like-minded mega diverse countries, LMMC. Now see here, what is LMMC here? I've already said it's a group of countries, right, which has a very high level biodiversity plus, now see, they're rich in biodiversity, 60 to 70% of world's biodiversity and associated traditional knowledge. So it does not follow the criteria of the mega diverse countries. And they have come together to negotiate the development of Nagoya Protocol under the CBD, then part of it. And how many are there? 18 in total. The 18 in total. This country is located again partially in tropical, subtropical area. And when it was formed, February 2002, right, environment ministers of the delegate, Bolivia, Brazil, China, Colombia, Costa Rica, DRC, Ecuador, India, Indonesia, Kenya, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mexico, Peru, Philippines, South Africa, Venezuela. They came to the city of Cancun in Mexico and they set up the LMMC to encourage the countries to sign such kind of important protocols and the conventions of linked with biodiversity part, and the 18 are there. Now tell me, most of these are common, mega diverse countries, and these are common there. Which is not mega diverse country here? If I ask a question here, out of this LMMC 18 countries, which is not a mega diverse country? Which is not a mega diverse country? Which is not a mega diverse country? So if you see here, the map part of it, the map which I have given there. In the map already I have given you the list there. So which is not there? Which of these are not there? Which is not mega diverse country under this grouping there? Bolivia is not there. You will not find Bolivia. Right, Bolivia is not there. Colombia is both. Costa Rica, again Costa Rica is not there. You will not find Costa Rica. There Central America, Costa Rica is not there. Then you can see here Congo is there. Indonesia, Madagascar is there. Malaysia is there. Mexico, Peru, Philippines, South Africa, Venezuela. Right. So you will find Costa Rica and this Bolivia, they are not the part of the group. USA is not there. See here, USA and Australia. In LMMC, you don't have a USA and Australia, right? Whereas USA and Australia are mega diverse countries. USA and Australia are in mega diverse countries there. Very good, good. So you are able to follow that. That's really good that you are able to follow that. Okay guys, so what I'll do right now, you are able to follow this. Now let me come across one last question here. I'm coming to the last question here. Let's say if you get a question, which of following statements are correct? Let's say in this coming exam you get a question like this one. Now statement type question, question number 1. LMMC is a group of mega diverse countries surrounding sea or ocean. That's the first statement, sea or ocean. Now second statement, LMMC was formed to encourage governments worldwide to join important conventions. Let's say you get a question like this one, important conventions and protocol related to biodiversity. right? And the third statement, let's say I'm giving third statement, LMMC countries are all located in tropical or subtropical belt, and you have to now select the correct option here. 1 only, B 2 only, C 1 and 3 only, and let's say D 1, 2 and 3. What will be answer here? Again, I have given a simple question. What will be answer here? What will be answer here? Now say it. It's a very simple question. Now you can understand that is a group of country which is formed there. So what will be answer here? Now, does it satisfy the mega diverse countries option here? Good, very good. Very good, Vishwanath. Very good. I can see all your responses there. Good, very good. Good, very good. Now this gives me, understanding that you are following my class. You are able to understand my class there. So here the answer will be C. Here, this is wrong. Why the first is wrong? Why the first is wrong here? The first is wrong because LMMC is just a group of countries with mega diversity with traditional knowledge. They're based on their high level of biodiversity, right? They have high richness of biodiversity, but again they follow what? Biodiversity with the associated traditional knowledge, TK, the knowledge of the society here. Whereas this one, surrounding sea and ocean, that is a mega diverse countries. Now this is correct. 2 is correct. Now third is wrong because the word is all. The word is all. All is wrong. See here the question is about LMMC. If this question was about mega diverse country, then you would have taken as a all. So here the answer is B. The correct answer is B. The answer is B here, right? So are you able to follow the class? Good, very good. I am very happy that you are able to understand all this concept here. I am very happy here that you are able to follow that. Clear here? If statement number 3 was on mega diverse countries, then you would have taken 3 correct. If I would have asked part of a mega diverse country, then you would have taken as correct there. Right? Very good. So, do you want a break here? Can we take a break here? Yes, all mega diverse countries are surrounded by sea and ocean. Mega diverse countries, if you look at, all mega diverse countries are surrounding sea and ocean. You see all these mega diverse countries. All these 17 mega diverse countries, they surround sea and ocean. Not surrounding what? They are adjoining. They are attached to sea and ocean. Right? LMMC here. LMMC does not follow 2 criteria of mega diverse countries. That is not followed here. LMMC does not take there. Point number 1 is not correct because I am asking about LMMC. Pratibha, your question. Point number 1 is not correct because the question is about LMMC, not about mega diverse countries. Question is about LMMC. I am asking question about LMMC. I'll give you a break there. Pratibha Sharma is asking why not point number one is not correct. Point number one is not correct because the question is about LMMC. Mega diverse countries surround sea and ocean, right? The other one is not there. Is it clear, Pratibha? Okay, the Giridhar Ramrao Chauhan has asked the question about LMMC country which is not in the tropical area there. So let me go back here. Just one second. LMMC countries are all located in tropics and subtropics. Good, very good, very good. Very good, very good. Very good, yes. Yes, and Giridhar, you are very correct. If you take the LMMC here, good, very good. Very good, yes. Yes, and Giridhar, very good. See, Bolivia is also tropical, Colombia is also tropical, Costa Rica is also tropical. Very good, very good. Good, very good. Very good here. All countries are there. Very good. See, this is the way you have to keep in mind there. So this is correct. Very good. LMC countries are all located in the tropical area. Very good, very good. I had given you the option also there. Good, very good. Third is also correct. So you don't have an option here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. The options are not there. All right, all right. All these countries, you can see here, all these countries are in tropical area. Bolivia, Colombia, Costa Rica, Congo, Ecuador, India, Indonesia, you will all find them in tropical area. All these are in tropical areas. So I have to change the question there. Now tell me what is the answer here. Now tell me the answer. What will you answer now? Now the answer will be C. Now you can take the answer C. Right, you are very correct. All LMC countries are there. Right, you are right there. Giridhar is right there. C as an answer. Very good. This is what I want, the presence of mind and part. This is just randomly I am writing question to make you understand. All these countries are in tropical area. Very good. Yes, yes, Agarwal, Giridhar, very good there. Very good to both of you who have brought this one. Let me see. Very good. Lalit also there. Most yes, very good there. Most of countries are mega diverse countries, but they don't satisfy the criteria part of it. LMMC countries are there. See, mega diverse countries. In mega diverse countries, then USA comes into outside part, Alaska region there. But the question is about LMMC. Pratibha Sharma is lost. She is completely lost there. Okay, guys. For Pratibha, I'll explain again. Pratibha, have you written the whiteboard? Have you written the whiteboard? Pratibha Sharma, that's what I have been asking you guys, that please write the whiteboard. Please write the whiteboard. I have said that two contexts are there. Point number 1 to 3 are for mega diverse countries. These are for mega diverse countries. This is the Pratibha and all those who are lost. This is about mega diverse countries. Up to this one, point number 1 to 3. And from where the mega diverse countries concept has come, the 17 countries are there which are called mega diverse countries. And what are criteria there? Mega diverse countries, they should have 5,000 plants as endemic. And also they should have a boundary. They should be attached with sea and ocean. This will be attached with sea and ocean. That is the mega diverse countries there. With the map I have explained, with the map I have already shown you the mega diverse countries, green color shaded areas. And here, this is given by which organization? World Conservation Monitoring Center, WCMC, which is a specialized body of UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. Whereas the LMMC here, like-minded mega diverse countries, this group of countries, it is just a group of countries which came together in 2002 during Cancun summit under the Convention on Biodiversity to cooperate each other, help each other in conservation and promote other countries to join CBD, Nagoya Protocol, Cartagena Protocol, Kyoto Protocol. For that there was a group of countries called LMMC. So this concept is different from above concept. And how many countries are the part of? 18 countries are there, LMMCs. Please don't mix LMMC with the mega diverse countries. Pratibha is lost. She is lost. I've been repeating so many times that there are 17 mega diverse countries based on these two criteria. Madam Pratibha, did you write this point? आप ये point लिखी है, लिखिए आप इसको, तब चीजें समझ में आएगी ना. There are 17 countries which satisfy above two criteria. They are called mega diverse countries as per UNEP WCMC. LMMC is just a group of countries which came in 2002 to cooperate each other and motivate other government to join important protocols and conventions. And LMMC does not follow the above two criteria. Am I clear? Am I clear to everyone in the classroom? The map which I have shown you, that is the map of mega diverse countries. 17 mega diverse countries. Right? If you take in the map, if in the map of mega diverse countries, what you can do is that in the map if you minus, in the map you minus in the mega diverse countries, if you take mega diverse countries and you minus USA and Venezuela, sorry, USA and Australia. US and Australia, two developed countries, they are part of mega diverse countries. They are the part of mega diverse countries. If you take out the USA and Venezuela, how many countries will be left? 15. Now you add here Bolivia, Costa Rica and Kenya. That become 18. That is a LMMC. In the original group of mega diverse countries, 17 countries are there. You just subtract, just remove USA and Australia and add Costa Rica, Bolivia and Kenya. So that will become 18. 1/8. And that is a mega diverse. These are 18 countries are LMMC. They are two different concepts. They are two different things. Don't get confused by the word mega diversity. LMMC also use the word mega diverse, but that is separate concept as compared to the original mega diverse concept. All right, Madam Pratibha. There is no fixed criteria. There is no fixed criteria for LMMC. There is no fixed criteria for LMMC. Tanvi Gupta, there is no fixed category. They were formed to encourage governments. They were just formed to encourage the government. What is the objective of LMMC? The objective of LMMC was to encourage governments to come together and cooperate in the biodiversity conservation. See, what is the objective here? They are considered extremely biodiverse, that they are rich in biological diversity and associated traditional knowledge. See here, they take the traditional knowledge into consideration. Mega diverse countries do not consider traditional knowledge. LMMC considers traditional knowledge into the consideration. And why they have come together? They have joined efforts in negotiating the development of Nagoya Protocol, CBD, Cartagena Protocol and all this. Their main objective of forming a group was to encourage governments to join CBD, Nagoya Protocol and Cartagena Protocol. These are the multilateral agreements under the CBD. For that they have formed there. And see here, these countries declare, now see here, these countries declared to set a group of like-minded countries. Now see here, mechanism for consultation and cooperation What is given here? LMMC, mechanism for consultation cooperation for their interest and priorities related to the preservation and sustainable use of biodiversity could be promoted. They also declared that they would call all these 18 countries, LMMC would call countries which have not joined the CBD Cartagena Protocol and Kyoto Protocol on climate change. They'll ask other government to join. They'll ask other government to join such important protocols and conventions. And at the same time, they will cooperate each other. Tanvi Gupta, here the criteria is a traditional knowledge. Tanvi Gupta, is it clear here? Here the criteria is on traditional knowledge. Here the criteria was on traditional knowledge there. See, if you ask more doubts, like Pratibha, she was lost. What is mega diversity? I have to give more time. If you understand everything, then I'll give you break. Is that simple? अगर आप ज्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछेंगे, चीजें समझने का कोशिश करेंगे, समझ जाएंगे, तो मैं ब्रेक दे देता हूं मैं. Otherwise, then there's no point of giving break. Okay, guys, I'll give you break. Don't worry. I'll give you 10 minutes break. Is it okay? I hope it is all clarified now. I will now no more discuss mega diverse country and like-minded mega diverse countries. Tanvi Gupta, it is clear to you? So I think it's clear there. So let's give a break here. Are you all back? I just want to make certain observation there. See, if I am giving you 10 minutes break, then I will extend the class for 10 to 15 minutes more than 8 o'clock. That's the first thing you have to remember that, right? So if you ask more question there, my first observation is that if you are asking questions and I am giving you a break there, then be prepared that your class will go 10 to 15 minutes beyond 8 o'clock. That's the first thing is that. Second thing is that you have to stop asking questions in the response portal. See, few of the students, because of their response portal, what happens? I give the reply, and when I give the reply, then that extend the time more. Whatever points I have written on the whiteboard, if you can read those points, I have written the points on the whiteboard. I have shown you documentary on that. I have also taken the map also there. I have also given you multiple choice question on that. कौन टीचर ऐसा करता है? कौन टीचर करता है बताओ? Tell me that. How many of your Vision IS faculty does all this one? I am giving you the points on the whiteboard. I am showing you video also on that topic, so that it again goes back to your mind. I also provide you the question on that. I write the question then and there and then try to ask you a question. I am doing all this one. Why? So that you are comfortable. You are able to understand. Right? You are able to understand. That is what my objective is all about. But again, when you start, putting the question confused and this and that, why you are confused? Because you have not written properly and you have not read the points properly. Whatever points I am writing there, whenever I am explaining, if you can read it again, then you will understand what is the point. I am doing with the map also there. Right? Another aspect there. Please put your doubts to the batch coordinator. The batch coordinator will forward to me. If you are not able to understand, the batch coordinator will forward to me and I will be able to answer your question. Your doubts will be solved. Don't worry. Your doubts will be solved. Right? Another thing is that, which I wanted to clarify here. If you remember in the previous classes also, I have requested all of you to read and come to the class. Every time when I am taking environment class, I am giving you assignment question and I am also giving you the topics which I am going to teach in the next class. But again, I have found that there are students in the batch, they are very careless people, they are totally lazy guys, they don't read. They want everything spoon-feeded. तो जो कुछ भी मैं क्लास में पढ़ाता हूँ, घर जाके बच्चे खोल के पढ़ो तो. जब तक आप पढ़ेंगे नहीं, You'll not come reading and then part of the class. How would you understand? You have to change your bad habits. All right. So anyway, I'm coming to the points here. Now we are going to study about another very important concept called hotspots. We have covered hotspot. Now I'm coming to hotspot. What is the concept here? HOPE, hope, hotspots, right? So now what is a hotspot here? The first point is that it is a concept, right, put forward or given by, put forward by Dr. Sylvia Earle. Now I am giving the name of the scientist. Dr. Sylvia Earle, E-A-R-L-E, Sylvia Earle, an American. She is an American oceanographer. She is an American oceanographer. She is an American oceanographer, and also she works with IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. Right? She has worked for 40 years, more than 40 years for ocean and marine conservation. She is a biologist and oceanographer, Sylvia Earle. So this concept was put forward by Dr. Sylvia Earle, an American oceanographer, during her TED talk. She was given a very important prize, TED. You know, there is a very famous TV program called TED Talk. You all are aware of this program, TED Talk, where eminent personality is invited to deliver a session on their work. So Dr. Sylvia Earle was invited in the TED Talk, where she brought this concept of hotspot, TED Talk, in 2009. So 12 years back, 2009, I've underlined that. She was invited in the TED Talk, and during that time, she proposed a concept called hotspot, spots of hope. Now, what is hotspot here? She has launched an alliance. Which organization work on that? Dr. Sylvia Earle Alliance, right? So, hotspots are basically, right, hotspot. When you say hotspot, what is hotspot? Hotspots are marine areas. You can say underwater habitat, under ocean habitats. They are critical under ocean habitat, underwater habitats, right, known for rich biodiversity. Like, for example, let's say they are known for rich biodiversity. For example, let's say coral reef. I'll just give an example here. Coral reef. Coral reef is underwater. Coral reef ecosystem, which is underwater ecosystem. Seagrass bed, where you find dugong and all. Yesterday, 28th May is celebrated as World Dugong Day. Yesterday it was World Dugong Day. Dugong is a marine herbivore mammal called sea cow. For sea cow and all, this seagrass bed. Right, seagrass bed is there. Right. There may be sometime called kelp forest. Algae. Kelp is a type of algae. Kelp is a type of algae there. Kelp is a type of algae. Right. Kelp is a type of under ocean algae which grow just like a forest. Right. So these are marine areas, underwater habitats known for rich biodiversity. Like there may be sea cow, marine turtles, sea turtles, a lot of marine organisms will be there. At the same time, whale, shark, they may be found in such kind of areas, marine areas, right? Which require urgent conservation and management. Conservation and management there. According to Dr. Sylvia Earle, most of protection, right? According to Dr. Sylvia Earle, most of protections are land based. Most of the protection of habitats are terrestrial in the form of national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserve, heritage sites. But if you talk about ocean, more than 70% of Earth is occupied by oceans. If you talk about oceans, only 12%, just less than 12% have been declared as a marine sanctuary and those kind of protected areas. So that means there is a requirement of such kind of critical habitats in the oceans to be conserved, to be protected. So that's what this concept of hotspots have come. Now, presently, right here, there are more than 60, right? There are 85, right? 85, I'm talking about, these numbers can change. 85 designated hotspots. Hotspots worldwide. Right? There are 85 designated hotspots worldwide with 2 in India. With 2 in India. 2 have been declared in India. Which are 2 in India? Andaman Nicobar, Andaman Island there. Right? Andaman Nicobar Islands, and also another one, you know, the Lakshadweep. Now both of these islands are, this Andaman group of islands and Lakshadweep Islands, both are made of coral reefs. We have coral reefs in India. Coral reefs are found in India, in Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Gulf of Mannar, Gulf of Kutch. Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, we have coral reef. Gulf of Mannar, Palk Strait, India and Sri Lanka, we have coral reefs. Lakshadweep Island, like Lakshadweep Sea, that is made of atoll, island reef. You will study in geography class. Since you are the new batch and you have not completed geography, in your geography you will be studying about types of coral reefs, fringing reef, atoll, barrier reef. You will be studying about that. So corals are marine animals. They are not plants. They are marine animals. They look like plant, but they are marine animals. They grow in colonies. And they're colorful, green, red, yellow, all colors, because of the marine algae which lives in the coral body, polyp. And then there is a rich biodiversity in that area. Coral reef is said to be rainforest of sea and ocean. Rainforest of sea and ocean. It harbors rich biodiversity part. So in Andaman Nicobar Island is fringing reef, fringing, F-R-I-N-G-I-N-G, fringing reefs. Lakshadweep Island is made of atoll, and the rich marine biodiversity is there, right? So that's what in India, and I have given here 85. Now, there is again problem with few students I have found every year, whichever batch, your batch or any kind of batch, whether I am teaching in Vision IAS or I am teaching in any other coaching institute, I have found always there are certain type of students who are too much worried about the facts. भैया पहले concept तो समझिए. First, you are not able to understand the concept and you are worried about facts. 2 more have been added or 3 have been added. Like I have given here that 36 hotspot. Is it as of now 36 hotspot, right? But let's say when you will write prelims exam, when you will appear the prelims exam, maybe there may be new hotspot may be added up. The number may go to 38. The number might go to 40. I have given you 18 LMMC or 17 mega diverse countries. There may be addition also there. National park. Government can declare more national park. Sanctuary. There may be more notification of sanctuary. Biosphere reserve. There may be in future more biosphere reserve. Wetlands of international importance. Ramsar site. Earlier India was having 25, then 26, then 27, and now 42. Number may change. So I have found there are certain students, not only your batch, I'm not talking about only your batch, every batch, they are, fussy about facts. Too much obsessed with fact. अरे अभी 2 तो और ऐड हो गया, अभी ये हो गया, ये ऐड हो गया. Too much worried about facts. Hotspot. I have given an 85 designated hotspot, but this may change. Next year, 2 or 3 more may be added. 5 may get added. By coming time, it may be 100 hotspots. It is possible. All these factual information are always updated, upgraded. They always get updated. So before prelims exam, before your exam, you have to then go through the factual information. Then you have to learn facts. Because before the exam, you have to know what is the current number of national park, current number of biodiversity hotspot or mega diversity or hotspots. What you have to do right now, understand the concept. What is hotspot? Facts can always be taken care before the exam. If I tell you the facts now and if I ask you the next day, you will forget. You will not remember the facts. Right? So please focus on the concept. So now is 85. But again, there may be a student in your batch. अरे सर ने तो 85 बताया है. अरे 2 और ऐड हो गया, ये हो गया. Google search, all like you go to all kind of wrong website. When you visit any website by doing Google search, do you verify the information? Whether that information trustworthy? Do you verify? You never do that. What you do, you go to coaching institute website. When you do the Google search, see what has happened recent time. All these concepts and all which I've been teaching there. It is not that your batch I'm teaching. I've been teaching this concept for the last 10 years. When 2009 the TED talk, when the Sylvia Earle came into that, after that I'm teaching in the classroom. And all my videos are leaked out, Telegram and all. Your batch also, there may be some Telegram group or you would have formed and you may be leaking out some kind of videos. I don't know. It might be possible. It's just my speculation. I may be wrong also. But what happens in the previous years, many of my class videos have been there in open and people are using that. So what happened? These all new mushrooming teachers. Nowadays YouTube and all these new teachers have come up. So they start doing this, or coaching institute also, mega diversity, like-minded mega diverse countries. And when you do the Google search, first you will get 10 list of the coaching institute. You'll get the coaching institute information. Why I am opening website of government organization? Why I open the website of Conservation International? Why I have opened the website of LMMC? Where do you get authenticated information? Authenticated information will be on the respective home page of the intergovernmental or international website or a national website, not the coaching institute, which you are very fond of, going to popular coaching institute material and the website. So that you have to be careful. That's what I want to say. So the facts may change. 85 number I have given as of now. Andaman Islands and this part, Lakshadweep, I have given as of now. There may be addition in future. Now which organization work into that? The organization which work for hotspots, let me come into that. The organization which work here, that is a Mission Blue. Which organization work on this? There's an organization which promote the part of conservation of this hotspot. That is the name of the organization. The factual part is Mission Blue. Is a Sylvia Earle Alliance called Mission Blue, right? Mission Blue. That is the name of the organization which Dr. Sylvia Earle Alliance has formed. Mission Blue Alliance, right? This alliance, Sylvia Earle Alliance, Mission Blue, in partnership here. It is in partnership with other non-government organization. Partnership with IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature, right? This declare, they declare and promote conservation, right? Promote conservation and management, conservation of hotspots. Conservation of hotspots. The last word is hotspots. I have given 4 points. This is your class notes. Either I sit down and dictate you the notes. Likho, write. Or I am making you understand and writing all the points which I have to dictate. You have to copy this one. This is also class notes. So please copy this. Then I'll give you more answer of that. Please copy this. The last point is the hotspot. The IUCN declare and promote conservation of hotspots. Now let me see your doubts now. Any doubt, now you can send your doubt there. But first you copy it. First you copy and read that. That's good. If you're writing along with me when I'm writing there on the whiteboard, because see, I'm not going very fast also. I'm going at a moderate pace. I'm going with the moderate pace, and when I'm explaining, I'm reading out also there. If you go along with me, then you will be able to write all the points. And in that case, I can speed up my class. I can speed up my, more topics I can cover in the classroom. But I know that there will be students in your batch who are, slow people. They may be writing very, very slow. So please increase your writing speed. Initially, there were more number of students. Now you see the people who are, so I know that how many people of you are very sincere people and you are going to clear the exam. I can feel it out there. But I know that there are other people who are just there. So that's really good. Thank you everyone. I really thank you that you are able to follow the class, and that's really good. Now, hotspot here, what I mentioned here. So where you have to go to the information there? Which website you have to follow? For this one, Mission Blue. Where you have to go? Mission Blue. Right? You have to follow the website of Mission Blue. So this is when you do the Google search. When you do the Google search, you will get this one, Hotspots Mission Blue. And this is the first website. You have to go to the home page of Mission Blue. Now this is the web page, right? Mission Blue there, and you can see all this what you see here. All the dots which you can see here. All these are hotspots. All these are hotspots there, right? And you can see here what is given here. I'll just zoom out here. About 12% of the land around the world is now under some form of conservation, and only less than 6% of ocean is protected anyway. Only less than 6%. And hotspots allow to look beyond current marine protected areas, MPS, right, which may be like national park or sanctuaries. It can go beyond in that. And now see here, very, very important point. They can be large. Hotspots can be large, can be small in area. But they all provide hope because of this one. Point number one, a spatial abundance or diversity of species. Unusual or representative species, habitat or ecosystem. This is a feature of part of a hotspot. Now see, particular populations of rare, threatened or endemic species are found there. In such kind of hotspots, rare, threatened, endemic species are found. Now hotspots they have a potential to reverse damage from negative human impacts. Then there is a presence of natural processes. Maybe there may be migration corridor, whale, shark, right, marine turtles, or maybe breeding ground. Spawning means breeding ground. It may be spawning ground or breeding ground. Certain type of hotspot may have historical, cultural and spiritual values. And it may also have economic importance to the local community. Livelihood of the local community may depend on biological resources obtained from such marine ecosystem. So these are the importance of hotspot. What you have, this 5 points here, 6 points. This is the importance of hotspot. What I've highlighted here. What I've highlighted here, these are the important points regarding the Mission Blue there. And the hotspot part of it. Clear here? So what I'll do right now, you will be able to understand more better whatever the points I have given here. I'll take you to Andaman Island and Lakshadweep also there. But again, what I would like to add here, just watch this.
If there is no functioning ocean, there's no functioning land. If there's no blue, there's no green. Because most of the life in the ocean is under the surface, it's not something that's at the forefront of our mind. but it is true that that's where life originated. And it is true that the biological and ecological processes that happen under the waves are those that truly support the planet as a whole. Theodore Roosevelt started the national park system, and some people say that was his best idea because he realized that protecting some of the land is something that's in the general interest of humanity and all the animals on the earth. The level of protection in the ocean right now is currently under 4%, and the level of no-take protection, which is really an area that can't be fished at all, is under 1%. On the land, those numbers are 10, 20, 30%. So we can see there's a huge difference in the amount of attention we're paying to the land and the amount of attention we're paying to the ocean. Now consider that the ocean covers 70% of the planet and that it has the majority of biodiversity and biomass. It's likely that we should pay more attention to protecting more of the ocean if we're interested in sustaining a planet that functions in our favor. A big piece of marine protection is enforcement. You can have a body in a parliament that says this piece of water is now fully protected, but if there's no enforcement in the area, then you're going to still likely have the same problems of illegal fishing and resource extraction that's happening outside of the public eye. So it's important to have a strong enforcement regimen, and that requires real resources committed on the part of governments and international organizations. So the first step, of course, is getting people galvanized around protection and getting meaningful protection put into law. And the second piece is really following through and educating people and educating businesses around these no-take zones. Just shy of 50% of the ocean is what's called the high seas, which means it's ocean that's outside of any nation's exclusive economic zone. And this area is largely unregulated, and practices such as overfishing and dumping can happen with impunity on the high seas. Currently, the United Nations General Assembly is looking into providing a legal framework to protect the biodiversity of the high seas. Hope spots are parts of the ocean that deserve protection first because of their ecological importance. And so in thinking about the ocean and the services that it provides to our planet in the form of life, in the form of oxygen, regulating climate, absorbing carbon, when we wonder how much should we protect of the ocean, we really should look back and say, well, given what the ocean does for us, how much of it is worth protecting? It's likely more than the 4% or less that currently has any protection. If we can reach a level of protection such as Mission Blue's goal, which is 20% protection by 2020, then we might be talking about putting aside enough of the ocean to allow the ocean to have and regain its productive capacity to really support the planet. We've already done such on the land. In the United States, well over 20% of the land is federal land, is protected in some way. We've learned that lesson on the land, and now it really is time for us to learn that lesson at sea. The Gulf of California is an example of a hope spot that is really showing signs of reversing the ocean decline that has happened over the past decades. Specifically, the marine protected area that was established in Cabo Polmo 20 years ago has shown a massive rebounding in life, and there are vibrant schools of fishes and whale sharks and incredible life down there. And it really shows and speaks to the power of marine conservation.
I see things that others don't. A different world. A world that's changed enormously just in my lifetime. My backyard was the Gulf of Mexico. That's where I first fell in love with the ocean. I think if others had the opportunity to witness what I have seen in my lifetime from thousands of hours underwater, I would not seem like a radical at all.
It's a pleasure to introduce a scientist, an engineer, a teacher, and an explorer.
The ocean is dying. All of us, we are the beneficiaries of having burned through fossil fuels. But at what cost? 60 years ago, when I began exploring the ocean, no one imagined that we could do anything to harm it. I saw the after influence of what we can do to the natural world. Think of the world without an ocean. You've got a planet a lot like Mars. No ocean, no life. No ocean, no us.
In 1990, she became the chief scientist for NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
I went to one meeting, and I was never allowed to go again. I feel that I must resign and, as a private citizen, do what I can do with more freedom.
She's not afraid to say, you know what you're doing and it's wrong.
I really speak for the ocean. If we continue business as usual, we're in real trouble.
She's made it her life's purpose to make sure everybody else understands what's going on.
Sylvia has a wish for the planet, what she calls her Mission Blue. Protect the ocean in the same way we now protect the land.
I wish for a global network of marine protected areas to save and restore the ocean.
So there is a documentary on in Netflix. I think you all watch OTT platform. I'm very sure you all watch OTT platform. So please go and watch this Netflix documentary on Dr. Sylvia Earle. You have seen right now Dr. Sylvia Earle and the Mission Blue there, right? So this is a Mission Blue, what I've discussed in the classroom here, there. And you will find here the list given here, right? You will find meet the Hotspot Council and all is there. And now you see here, Andaman Island. I'm first taking you to Andaman Island there. Andaman Island is hotspot, right? On March 5th, 2020. Now this is the coral reef. What you see here, there are coral reefs which are found there. So located in Bay of Bengal, 325 volcanic islands are there. You know Barren Island, the volcano. Barren Island is found in the Andaman Island there. And then 200 species of corals are found there. What you see the Andaman water here, right? And what is said here, see here, it is under the threat now. It is under threat because of the, so you have a high diversity of fringing reef, coral reef there, you have a mangroves also there, and seagrass bed also there, right? And you'll find here highly endangered dugong. Highly endangered dugong. A sea cow is found there. Yesterday was World Dugong Day, right? Yesterday, if you remember, if you have seen the current affairs, World Dugong Day, I'm just doing the typing here, World Dugong Day, right? 28th May, yesterday, right, it was in the news there. World Dugong Day 2020 there, right? 28th May, yesterday it was celebrated. So 2028, 2021, you'll find that. So here you'll find that on the Andaman water, dugong is there, sea cow, right? Then because of tourism, illegal logging, aquaculture and all, now it is under the threat. Right, this is a Andaman Island hotspot. Then now you can see here Lakshadweep. I'll go to the Lakshadweep. These all the lists are there. You can find the, when you read the current aspect and you come across any name, you can always verify it. Lakshadweep Island, right? Again March 5th, 2020, and you can see Lakshadweep Island is home of highest diversity of reefs in India. And is a biogeographical link between subcontinent and the East Africa. It's made of atoll. And you can see here marine life, what all things you'll find here. Spinner and bottlenose dolphins, killer whales, melon-headed whale, green and hawksbill sea turtle. Right, these are the species which can be found in Lakshadweep Island. And again, because of urbanization, Kavaratti, you know that. Kavaratti Island, Minikoi, Agati, these are the islands of Lakshadweep where there is a human settlement. Human beings live in those kind of islands there, right? So now there is pressure over this island. This is called atoll. What is called here? Atoll. A-T-O-L-L, atoll, island reef. You will be studying that in geography class. You will be studying about atoll and all this. What you have the photograph here. Alright. So what I have explained here, this is where the hotspot comes into that. The name what I have gave here. Now what I'll do here is that very fast I'll take one question here and then I'll go to the next topic here. Now here the question what I'm giving here, a very simple factual question. I'm giving again a factual question. Which of following is known for biodiversity hotspot as well as I'm giving you a factual question as well as hotspot. And let's say I'm giving a factual here. Andaman Island, Lakshadweep Island, right? And then I am giving here, let's say here, another option which I am giving here, Gulf of Mannar, that is in a Palk Strait, India and Sri Lanka, right? And then you have a Gulf of Kutch. All this you have coral reef there. All these four you have a coral reef. And let's say option here, the option what I am giving here, let's say one only, another one is here, one and two only, option here 1, 2 and 3 only, and let's say D here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what will be answer here? What will be answer here? It's a very simple direct question. I have given a very direct question. What will be answer here? I have given hotspot and hotspot. I have today explained what is hotspot and what is hotspot. I have already explained you in the classroom there. Today I have already explained in the classroom there. I am asking that known for biodiversity hotspot and also at the same time hotspot together. Is hotspot also and hotspot also there. Both hotspot and hotspot. Both, I am asking both. It has to be both of them. Hotspot also and hotspot also there. Say Andaman water is correct. Andaman is a hotspot and also hotspot. It comes into Indo-Burma hotspot. Lakshadweep Island is only hotspot. Right? Gulf of Mannar, that will come to Sri Lanka, that is a part of hotspot. Gulf of Mannar will be the part of hotspot. No hotspot there. And Gulf of Kutch, none. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Answer is A. Answer is here A. The correct answer is A. The correct answer is A here. Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, that is neither hotspot nor hotspot. Gulf of Mannar come into Western Ghat and Sri Lanka hotspot there. Right? Lakshadweep is only hotspot. Whereas both hotspot and hotspot, that is a Andaman water. So A is the answer. Correct? So this is the way you have to understand from there. Answer is A only. Now let me come to the last part of the class, right? Now I'll come to the last part of it. Doesn't matter, Aditya, Langdare, nothing doesn't matter. If I've given Andaman Island is all right there. I could give you Andaman Nicobar Island also, I can give you Andaman also. But is it Andaman hotspot or not? Will you consider Andaman as a hotspot? Mr. Aditya, if in the question Andaman is given, will you take as per the question Andaman as a hotspot or hotspot both? Or you will wait that if there is Andaman Nicobar, then only you will take that? It doesn't matter, Mr. Aditya, it doesn't matter. Right? Aditya, it doesn't matter. If in the question it is given Andaman Island, right? Andaman group of island and Nicobar group of island. Even Andaman Island is given, Andaman Island is a hotspot and hotspot both. You have to solve as per the question. If you wait for the question to get Andaman and Nicobar Island, then you will take a hotspot. That is not the part of it. Even if you get an individual name Andaman, that is also correct. Anyway, I've already explained here. So I hope you all have written there. You all have copied this one. Alright, so I'm now going to the next part of the discussion there. I'll take one more topic here. There is another conservation part of it, that is in terms of UNESCO. See, UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, which is an intergovernmental body. So there it comes under UNESCO. The two programs are there from conservation point of view. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. There are two aspects which comes here. One is here, what is called here, Man and Biosphere Program. We have already discussed in the classroom that for biodiversity, this one, Biosphere Reserve, there's a Man and Biosphere Program. This was started in 1971 for Biosphere Reserve there. And under this there is a World Network of Biosphere Reserve. There is a World Network of Biosphere Reserve. UNESCO has a World Network of Biosphere Reserve. The concept of Biosphere Reserve, what we have discussed in the last class. There is a World Network of Biosphere Reserve. And UNESCO has got another program, what is called here, World Heritage Convention. World Heritage Convention is there. Now, World Heritage Convention is 1972. Convention, it is a multilateral agreement, World Heritage Convention. Now, under this, UNESCO inscribed World Heritage Sites. What is the heritage? Heritage means? Heritage here means which is old, which is ancient, historical, heritage, intangible link there, that's called heritage. So, World Heritage Site here. Now, when you talk about World Heritage Site, right, under this program, the three types are there. The three types of World Heritage Sites which comes under World Heritage Convention. The first type is called here historical and cultural, or I'll just simply write it, cultural significance. Cultural significant kind of a heritage site, cultural significance. Cultural site, Humayun's tomb in Delhi, right? Then you know rock cut temple Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. Konark temple in Odisha. These all are cultural site, right? Then comes here another one which is called here natural significance. That is linked with landscape, mountains, hill, coastal, plain, natural importance. And there are also sometimes mixed category. Mixed will have both natural and cultural. It will have both natural and cultural significance. It will have both natural and cultural significance. There is mixed type of there. In India, the first mixed category World Heritage Site is the Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga, you know that is a part of Sikkim. Kanchenjunga National Park is India's first mixed category. Natural at the same time cultural. Why cultural? Buddhism, linked with Buddhism. Natural because of the Himalayan range. Is a Himalayan mountain peak, Kanchenjunga, right, transboundary Nepal and Bhutan and India, and that is the highest peak which comes from Indian part of it. If you minus POK, say if you consider POK, then through POK, K2, Mount Godwin Austen, that is the highest. But you know highest peak of Himalaya, what is the highest peak of Himalayan range? Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest. Then come K2, Godwin Austen. K2 comes into the Indian part, POK part, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Then after that comes Kanchenjunga, Sikkim part of that, right? So natural site at the same time, it also becomes a part of cultural significance, Buddhism. There are a lot of monasteries are there, monastery gompas are there. So both natural and cultural, Kanchenjunga. Then cultural side, we have a long list of that, right? Now here, if you take natural, if I just take the example of natural here, so there are a lot of natural sites have been declared there. I'll give you the list of that. Now here, out of here in this program, World Network of Biosphere Reserve, under Man and Biosphere Program, there are 12 here, 12 Biosphere Reserve, right? 12 Biosphere Reserves out of 18 Indian biosphere reserves has been added to this list. It has been added to this list. Right? Which are those? Let me give you here. Let's say, for example, here, let me give the list here. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, then Sundarban's Delta in West Bengal. Then comes here Gulf of Mannar, Palk State, India and Sri Lanka part of it, right? Then comes here Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve in Uttarakhand, right? Nanda Devi there, right? Then comes here Nokrek in West Garo Hill of Meghalaya, Nokrek Biosphere Reserve. Then comes here what is called Panchmadi. Panchmadi is in Madhya Pradesh, Betul and Hoshangabad, Panchmadi Biosphere Reserve. Then comes here, I am writing another very important one, that is a Simlipal. Simlipal is in Odisha, Mayurbhanj district of Odisha, Simlipal Biosphere Reserve. Then comes Great Nicobar, that is southernmost island of Nicobar Island, Great Nicobar Island. Indira Point comes to Great Nicobar. These are 8 of them. Now apart from this 8 of them, the other ones I'll write here. So what I've given here, Nilgiri, Sundarban, Gulf of Mannar, Nanda Devi, Nokrek, Panchmadi, Simlipal, Great Nicobar. Then comes Achanakmar, Amarkantak. I'll write here. I've written 8 of them, 9th one. 9th one is Achanakmar, or let me write here on the top. The 9th one is Achanakmar, Amarkantak. Achanakmar, Amarkantak. Achanakmar is a part of Chhattisgarh, and Amarkantak is known for Narmada River. That is a part of Madhya Pradesh, MP there. Then 10th one, right, 10th one is here, Agastya Mala. Agastya Malai of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Then 11th one, right, 11th one is Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve. Kanchenjunga, right, Biosphere Reserve in Sikkim. It is also Biosphere Reserve. And the 12th one, that is now Panna. Panna has been added. India has got 18 Biosphere Reserve declared by the central government, Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change. Now under this program, Man and Biosphere program, Nilgiri, Sundarban, Gulf of Mannar, Nanda Devi, then Nokrek in West Garo Hills of Meghalaya, Panchmadi in Betul Hoshangabad in Madhya Pradesh, Simlipal in Mayurbhanj district of Odisha, then Great Nicobar, southernmost island of Nicobar. 9th number Achanakmar, Amarkantak. Achanakmar, Chhattisgarh, Amarkantak part of Madhya Pradesh. Then comes Agastya Mala, Tamil Nadu and Kerala part. Right, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli and Kollam and Thiruvananthapuram of Kerala there. Whereas Kanyakumari and Tirunelveli are part of Tamil Nadu part of it. Then Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve. Kanchenjunga Biosphere Reserve of Sikkim. And now recently Panna Biosphere Reserve. Panna Tiger Reserve is also there. Panna Biosphere Reserve has been now added in the Man and Biosphere program. Right, it has been added into the Man and Biosphere program. Now if you take the natural one, if you take the natural site here, under the natural site here, so in the natural site, let me provide you the list of the natural site here. If you take natural site here of a World Heritage Site, see this is another program. World Heritage Site is another program. So here Kaziranga in Assam, right? Then Manas Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam. Kevla Dev Ghana National Park in Bharatpur district of Rajasthan. Then Sundarban National Park, West Bengal. Right, Sundarbans, West Bengal, 4th one. Then Valley of Flowers National Park. Valley of Flowers National Park, which is the part of Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers in Uttarakhand there. Then comes here Western Ghats. Entire Western Ghat has been declared as a World Heritage Site. Then comes here Great Himalayan. You have another one called Great Himalayan National Park, Kullu Manali in Himachal Pradesh, Great Himalayan National Park, GHNP in Himachal Pradesh. So Kaziranga National Park, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park, Kyoladev, Ghana National Park in Bharatpur district of Rajasthan, Sundarban National Park in Sundarban Delta, Valley of Flowers National Park and Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve in Uttarakhand, then Western Ghats, Great Himalayan National Park. Right? All these have been now categorized as World Heritage Sites, World Heritage Convention, World Heritage Sites. Right? So I have given both the program, the two programs are there. UNESCO has got two programs, two initiatives are there. Again facts, these are the facts. You have to know the facts there, right? It is again the factual information. Right, what I have given the list, there is again the factual one. Please write this, we will stop the class here, but please write it down. The list what I have given, please write it down. This is a very factual part, but please write it down. Please write it down. This is the very factual. The two programs are there. There are two programs and you have two lists on that. Right? See, one is on the Biosphere Reserve. Out of 18 Biosphere Reserve, we have got 12 of them listed here. There's another program on World Heritage Site and Natural Site. These are the natural sites which are written on the board. These are the natural sites inscribed under World Heritage Site, and one Kanchenjunga National Park is the mixed category, cultural and natural. Both cultural and natural, we have Kanchenjunga. Whereas the only natural one, this is the list. What I've written on the bottom here. Right? Two programs of UNESCO. From international perspective comes there. So what I'll do here, I'll stop the class here with the assignment question. Now let me give you the assignment question. So your assignment question of today's class is the following. Discuss importance of biodiversity hotspot. This is your assignment question. Biodiversity hotspot and hotspots. Right? Discuss importance of biodiversity hotspot and hotspots in conservation of biodiversity. Very simple question, direct question. You have to answer in 150 words. Answer in 150 to 200 words. 10 marks question. I repeat the question. What is the assignment question? Discuss importance of biodiversity hotspots and hopspot, HOPE, hotspots in conservation of biodiversity. Answer in 150 to 200 words, 10 marks question. This is your assignment question. Any doubt? I've given you the assignment question. You have any doubt, please write it down there. And with this, we'll end up the class there. Cultural, we have lots of them. Robin Bhardwaj, I am not an art and culture teacher. Please pardon me, Mr. Robin Bhardwaj. मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मैं कल्चरल का टीचर नहीं हूं मैं. I can only give you few examples. As you know, as I know, I'm not an art and culture teacher. Your art and culture teacher will give you the cultural sites. All right. I am an environment teacher. I am teaching you environment. I can tell you the natural sites and also culture and natural sites. Is it clear, Mr. Robin Bhardwaj? Robin Bhardwaj जी, आपको क्लियर है? मैं आपको पूरा कल्चरल का लिस्ट नहीं बता सकता यहाँ पर. ठीक है, ये आप हिस्ट्री की क्लास में करेंगे. कुछ तो हिस्ट्री टीचर के लिए छोड़ दो ना. Let something left for the history class and history and culture teacher. Let that be left for a history and culture teacher. Right? I can only teach you from the environment perspective. If I start teaching you everything, then to ho gaya. Right? So please leave it something for your other teacher also there. your geography teacher, your history teacher, for your art and culture teacher. I can teach you from the environmental perspective. All right. So, all right, guys. Thank you for being there. So again, all those people who comes to the class, right? All those people in the beginning, they come to see the Najara. अरे क्या चल रहा है? चलो क्लास देखते हैं. What is happening in the class? And then as the class progress, na, they disappear. The disappearance of them, right? So nothing to tell to those students, but all of you who are right now, clap for you. So I really thank all of you to be there even after 8 o'clock. You are there in the classroom. That shows your motivation. That you are sincere student. You are motivated to prepare for UPSC exam and crack the exam. जो भाग के निकल गया ना, वो अपने जिंदगी भर भागता रहेगा. Those who disappear from the class after 1 hour something, they will always be running after that. But you all guys who are there till right now, you are motivated to study. And for you, I'll tell you that you will qualify the exam. Right? So I thank all of you to be there in the class even after 8 o'clock and learning the concept there. All right? So I respect your motivation part. So be safe. Corona is still there. COVID-19 is still there. Write the assignment question and read. Padhiye. Open the book, read the study material. Vision IAS study material, please read that. Now our next class topic. Let me give you your next class topic also. So that you should not say that sir ne apne next class ka topic nahi bataya. So your next class topic will be conventions. What are we going to learn in the next class? Biodiversity conventions, CBD, Nagoya Protocol, Cartagena Protocol. We are going to learn about Ramsar Convention on wetlands of international importance. About wetlands. We are going to learn about CITES, Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species, BORN or CMS, Convention on Migratory Species. So next class will be the conventions and 2 laws, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Biodiversity Act 2002. So next class topics are conventions and law, wildlife and biodiversity law and conventions. That is your next class topics. All right. So thank you everyone to be there patiently watching this class and tolerating me, all my torture, right? All my torture, you're tolerating all this one. That's really, I am thankful to you. And please read and come to the class. All right. Thank you everyone. Be safe. Good night. Thank you.